How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. Got some question I gotta ask ya. Push your hands up on that floor. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the front low, let's go. Baby, you got a better flow. Oh mama, tell me how you feel. You snow queen, like smile, wanna see you cry. I never seen someone like you before in my life. If you with me, that sounds slim, special. Baby, I got nothing. I'll show you my secret, unforgettable. I feel how you feel, baby, my fire. Make me feel happy when you're around. Where were you tonight? I need you around. I feel when you're around. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. It's special, baby girl. You need to your heart. So green, you can be the world stronger. Yellow, I love anything you did. I'm speeding in love. If you wanna treat me, I got something for you. You can feel. Let's go. I'm fine, everything you need. You need to see, you will feel. You need to me. Come on, make promise. I will keep my promise. I can only think about your beautiful smile. I know you cannot explain your feel. It's just too much to say. I know how or why your feel. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. I know how or why I feel I saw you strong. You will look me in my eyes and say, you want me to? Till then, I want you to know I'll wait here for you. I'll treat you how you want to be treated all your life.
That's it right there. All right, what's going on, family? How are y'all doing tonight? How is everybody doing this lovely Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday evening? And we are live right here on Ustream. Hold on, I'm putting up a post on Instagram right now. Join me live. Let me put the phone lines on too while I got it. How's everybody doing? We're here. Folks are coming on up in the room. I know a lot of people were watching the Super Bowl tonight, and we're right on time, basically. So glad to have everybody tuning in. New England won. I was rooting for Seattle. You dig? Hold on one second. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about tonight, family. Hold on. Right now. Stream. Listen. Hold on. Radio.com. All right. Just had to put that Instagram up there popping. All right, man. How's everybody doing, man? So we're here. And again, people are coming on up in the room. I know a lot of folks out and about watching the game right now and everything. How's everybody doing in the room? Let's see who we got. Phone line's already lit up. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Who is this?
This G-Code from Georgia.
G-Code from Georgia. How you doing, G-Code?
All right.
What's on your mind, man?
I just want to let you know that white supremacy, what you said, it took place in the Super Bowl just then.
What happened? Because I didn't watch the whole game, but what happened?
They should have ran that ball. They didn't want Marshawn Lynch to be the Super Bowl MVP.
Man, I got to get more details of what happened because I caught like the very last. I caught that fight at the 18-second mark. I saw that, but I didn't get to see the whole thing. So I got to get more details and see what's going on with that. But thanks for the call, fam. Yes, indeed. What else do we have going on here? He said no damn white supremacy in the Super Bowl. What's up, Brian Williams? You trolling? He says, I don't do that now. There's white supremacy in the Super Bowl. Okay, all right. When y'all do that, man, y'all just really minimize the significance of how white supremacy goes down. Nigga, I went to Taco Bell and experienced some white supremacy, nigga. They didn't put enough goddamn lettuce in my burrito, man. That's because I'm a black man. All right, nigga. Oh, man. What's up, Carl Jefferson? You emailed me a couple of times. What'd you email me about? What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up? It's Jose from Los Angeles.
Jose, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm good. What's on your mind, Jose?
I just want to chime in on this whole aspect of group economics where, for example, I went to a soul food truck in front of the museum yesterday, ordered my shit, and 3 or 4 people after me, all white, ordered their food. And they got their food and drinks way before I did, and he gave me an attitude.
Oh, wow. Black people are going to have to really get off that. That's a very bad habit that black people have in the service industry, and that happened to us when we went to Sylvia's in New York. When they're black customers, black people see themselves and they start half-assing and lollygagging. But whenever they're white customers, black people turn into human resource departments and start giving the best customer service ever. So we're going to have to get off that self-hating, self-depreciating habit of devaluing other black people. That's a very negative thing that we have. And that's one of the reasons why I put so money into the Hidden Colors series. Because the reason why movies like Hidden Colors were not made before the Hidden Colors series is simply because black people of means simply don't value black people enough to invest a lot of money in talking about black history. That's the only reason.
And they're scared to get fired on.
Yeah, they are. But it's really, they don't value blackness enough. So they're not going to invest money or time or energy into blackness because they're like, okay, they're just black. I'm not going to benefit from it one way or another. It's that plantation mentality that we're going to have to get off of and start being thorough with each other. It's that simple, man. But thanks for the call, fam. Yeah, man, we got to get off that self-hating coon nonsense, man. We want to give half-ass service to each other. That's not the business. And by the way, before I get started, let's shout out and let's send our prayers and our energy to Bobby Christina, Bobby Brown's daughter. She's in the hospital. I don't know if it was a suicide attempt, but the young lady was, you probably know by now, she was found unconscious or unresponsive in a bathtub, basically mimicking her mother's death almost. And, they rushed her to the hospital, and the last I heard is that she's in a medically induced coma. So I hope the young lady pulls through, man. I know it's a very difficult thing to lose your mother, and I don't know the relationship she has with her dad. I can't really speak on that. But God bless that sister, man. I hope she pulls through. I hate to see any Melanoid brother and sister suffering for any reason. Yeah, you dig? And I know this young lady is hurting because of her mother's gone. So that's a very difficult thing to deal with. And, the mainstream, i.e. white supremacist media, kind of says little slick stuff about little Bobby Christina. So that's not cool. So hopefully that young lady pulls through. And that's a sad thing. And hopefully, shout out to the OG Bone. And rest in peace to the young man who was killed out here at that promo shoot for the new NWA movie. for those who've heard about that, hold on. They got, have I noticed MSNBC got rid of Goldie Taylor and Michael Dyson? Okay, I don't know. I haven't seen MSNBC in a minute. What's up, HNIC? But yeah, with Suge, Suge Knight went up to the this promo shoot that Dr. Dre and Cube and Game were doing, and he got into an altercation, from what I understand, with Bone, the OG Bone, the very well-respected blood out here in LA, and they got into a scuffle, and a person got killed. Suge was alleged to have run over somebody and kill him. And the person was supposed to be Suge's friend. So Suge is arrested, and he's they got a $2 million bail on him. And I think Suge is getting out. I think Suge is getting out. I think Suge might just beat this one again too. I think Suge might just beat this one too. So Suge will be out of jail pretty soon. Suge will be out of jail pretty soon. Those charges, there's a reason why certain charges don't stick on Suge. Oh yeah, Suge is going to get out. Suge is going to get out. Yeah, he's going to get out. You just watch. Am I tired? What's up, Alpha Female? A little bit. I've been running around all day. I'm good. I look tired. I look more tired than I really am. Oh yeah, but Suge is getting out. Suge is getting out. Don't even trip. Yeah. Suge is getting out. Suge will be out by Wednesday. Suge will be out of jail by Wednesday. And please. My next lecture is going to be in London. I will be in London on March 15th. I mean, the game is going to be real heavy. No, I'm not even saying Suge is a snitch. I don't even believe Suge is a snitch. I'm not even saying that. I do not believe that Suge Knight is a snitch. Not at all. Not at all. I don't believe Suge is a snitch. But I know, I bet you Suge's ass getting out, though. I'll just say that. Thank you very much. Somebody liked my shirt. Thank you very much. But yeah, we're going to drop some good game tonight. Tonight, we're going to drop some heavy game. And also, I am going shortly, so y'all let the word be known, I'm going to show a teaser trailer, a first look teaser trailer for Hidden Colors 4, the forthcoming movie. We are in pre-production for Hidden Colors 4. We are in pre-production for Hidden Colors 4. And I'm going to show a teaser trailer. You people right now listening, you're going to be the first to see the first look teaser trailer for Hidden Colors 4. All right? And we're going to play that shortly. All right, well, let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Who's calling?
This is Jefferson. I've talked with you a couple of times.
Where you calling from, Jefferson?
I'm calling from California.
All right. What part of Cali are you in?
That's the Bay Area.
There you go. What's on your mind, Jefferson?
So, yeah, I'm about to start a nonprofit organization called African American Business Boot Camp.
Okay.
And I want to ask you a few ideas. I already wrote up a business plan already. And I emailed you, but I guess you was probably busy.
Okay, I get a lot of emails. So what was your email about?
So basically what I want to do is, it's called African American Business Boot Camp. What I want to do is I want to have young African American men and women start their own businesses. Something like what you got going, but pretty much it's going to be like a YouTube type school, or it's going to be something where, I go to like a lot of the African American communities and I help them start their own business, where I help them incorporate their businesses. I help them with the tax identification number. I help them with open up a business checking and savings account, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So pretty much, I owned my own business since I was 18 years old. I started my first computer repair company. I built it up. I built the business credit. I did everything from business banking to advertising and marketing.
Okay, so when are you going to launch this? When are you going to launch it?
So basically, I want to launch a nonprofit organization in the middle of this year. And what I want to do is, when I launch it, what I want to do is I want to get in contact with as many African American businesses as possible and accept donations and use that money towards my accessories and everything I need to.
Okay, okay. So now, if you want to do that, you're going to have to let people know your track record. You're going to have to show people what you have done in the past so they can trust you. Because I see a lot of this happening. A lot of cats will start like a GoFundMe page, or they'll say, I want to start a nonprofit, and they want donations or whatever, but they don't have no kind of track record so that people can trust them. And they don't really raise no money. And that's the problem. They're like, Tariq, how can I raise some money for this? Well, don't nobody know you, man. You could be just another crispy nigga out here scamming and scheming people for money and then go trick it off on white women when you get the money. So don't nobody know you. So we got to know your background. We got to know a little bit more about you and what you've done in the past so that people can trust that you can do something in the future. So build your weight up and let people know what you're about and show people what you've done. Put in some work so that people can trust you to invest in the work that you're already putting in. You feel me?
Okay.
All right, thanks for the call, brother. Thanks for that. That's it. I'm not going to waste too much time now. That's another thing. Y'all brothers got to get to the point. A lot of long-winded brothers out here. I'm like, bam, to the point. Bam, to the point. Let's get to the point. Uh-oh. Somebody said they lost the feed. I'm still here. I'm still here, baby. I am still here. Making it do what it do. Y'all didn't lose the feed, did you? Hold on, let me log in. Because I already see I'm going to have to start clipping niggas about this chat room. Hold on one second. I'm going to have to start clipping cats. All right, what's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Nasheed. How you doing?
Najee, how you doing, man? I'm good. I'm cool in the game. Where you calling from, brother?
I'm good. I'm calling from Jersey. I need some advice.
Go ahead, bro.
I mean, my tolerance level for like nigga shit and coon shit. Excuse me if I'm cursing.
No, you keeping it 100.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm dealing with my family.
Yeah.
Right. So, the first thing with my family, they're like that old school Christian Southern kind of thinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like anything that I say critical against Barack Obama is kind of like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to politics, it's just like dumbed down, very ignorant. And my aunt made this statement today that just bothered me. Like, my sister, she's going off to medical school. She's dating a white guy. Whatever floats her boat, I have no problem with it. But
Right.
she says, oh, wow, they're going to have some pretty babies. And I'm just like, oh, that was some slave shit. And it's like, I've been trying to explain this to my mother for years about her sisters.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to my great-grandparents, but, my great-grandfather was a sharecropper.
Yeah.
He couldn't read. He moved up to Jersey, moved to North. They lived in the projects, moved up out of projects, got a house. I popped my collar to them.
Yes.
But they're that old school, if it ain't Jesus, it ain't nothing, and you just can't break nothing down to them. How do you go about talking to them?
You don't, my dude. What you do, because some people are just not going to make it, brother. That's something that we have to understand. We are going to have to stop wasting our energy, even on family members, fam. Even on family members, cousins, sisters, people who ain't down with the program of moving forward and being about empowerment. We're just going to have to do our own thing. Now, when you start doing your own thing with other people, those people will start getting on board. But the thing is, they are not going to leave something for nothing in their mind. Because when we talk about black empowerment, nobody wants to really get up and do anything. So they're comfortable enough to get those little crumbs that white supremacy is throwing off the table because that's something. That's better than absolutely nothing coming from black people. So we got to just start building, and you'll be surprised when things start getting built, other people will start getting on board. And that's what you need to focus on. When people start talking that slave shit, pretty baby, all that slave stuff, man, those are people okay, I can't really bring my vision to them. Don't even tell them what you're going to do because they will kill your dreams. They will be the first to even sabotage it. So don't even tell them nothing. Get around some progressive people who think like you, who are going to move up in the game. I was talking to my daughter today. My daughter's on the track team, and my daughter, she's doing her first track meet. next week, and she's very nervous because she's never done sports before. And she's like, "Dad, all these other people on the track team, they're so much better than me, and I'm intimidated. I'm scared." And I said, "Sweetheart, that's what you want. You want to be around people who are better than you, so that's how you're gonna learn. That's how you're gonna better yourself. Being around other people who are on your level or less than your level, you're not going to learn nothing. All y'all going to do is sit around and confuse each other. So you do want to be around people who are thorough so that you can step your game up and you can also learn from these thorough people. And then that elevates other thorough people and that will attract other thorough people. So don't be intimidated to get out there among people that you can learn from. Get away from that slave shit, brother. That's
I will, because Tariq is to the point where it's like, no, I'm the pariah. Like, I'm the one that's far out breed.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, so, but, I kick it with my mother, and, my mother, she's getting it. And I got other friends. Matter of fact, one of my friends, he just told me he was on. He's listening. And, we basically, the only thing we talk about is just getting up off of Mr. Charlie's dime, meaning like the 9 to 5.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, it's that mind thing. But thanks, man. Because
thanks for the call.
It really
all right, brother. Shit now. All right. Y'all got to learn how to exit these conversations. Brother, cats be wanting to go on and on and on. I don't want to push that button on you. Y'all got to learn how to exit these conversations. Niggas be talking to me like you talking to a motherfucker you'd have met at the club. You don't want to get off the phone with him. All right? Y'all just a few seconds away from this.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
Come on, man. Y'all wrap these conversations up. You got to wrap them up. But, man, you got to be around people who are thorough. You got to not be intimidated about being around people who are thorough, man. When I did the Hidden Colors series, I deliberately get people who are as thorough or who I feel are more thorough than me. Because a lot of times when people do projects, they want to be the star. They want to just be the center of attention. I want people that I learn from. That's why I get the best of the best. That's why Hidden Colors is so damn thorough, because I get the best of the best. If you ain't more thorough than me, I ain't rocking with you. You got to be that thorough. I want to sit back and let you shine, because I'm thorough. I want you to be more thorough than me if I get you down on my project. That's how you make something hot. The problem is a lot of folks, man, they get on that ego shit. And they want to be the center of attention. They want to be the boss, and they're not really that thorough because they haven't learned anything. And they get a bunch of non-thorough people around them, and then the stuff they do is raggedy. The stuff they do is raggedy. So we got to start being thorough and leave these dream-killing ass slaves away from us. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, Tariq? This is Miles from Lima, Ohio, man.
There you go, man. How you doing, family?
Real good, brother. I just want to congratulate you on Hidden Colors and let you know you're doing a good thing, my man. I was just hitting you up, asking you a question. How would you address brothers that go after and seek out white women like there's some type of trophy versus, a black woman?
Dude, that brother, there was a brother called my last show talking about that. And there was a sister, so-called, I think she was a black feminist, I don't know what she was, but she had that Negro bedwench mentality. And we're seeing a lot of that right now. A lot of black people putting black men and women, by the way, with this whole putting white people on a pedestal. Why won't they date me? How can I get them to like me? That type of slave stuff. Also what we're seeing, and I'm going to do a whole show, I'm doing a special episode of the Tariq Elite Show this Wednesday talking about this. I'm going to talk about how interracial dating is almost used as a weapon with black people. You notice we see a lot of promoting of interracial relationships in movies and the whole nine. Black people get fooled by that. Black people think, okay, well, we've arrived. Racism is over because everybody wants to have sex with us now. That's a con game. Black people are falling for the okie doke once again. We got to understand, when the white supremacists, when they're promoting something, always understand later on it's going to turn around and bite us all the way in the ass. And this promotion of all of these interracial relationships, and again, ain't nothing wrong with an interracial relationship if you understand the game. But black folks don't understand the game. The white supremacists understand the game because they're orchestrating the game. And I'm doing a whole show about that Wednesday, so y'all do not want to miss it. So stay tuned for that, man. All right, thanks for the call, brother. Y'all do not want to miss Wednesday's show. I'm breaking all of that down. All that bullshit-ass movie with Kevin Costner that came out. And let me say this. I love Steve Harvey. I love Steve Harvey. I'm a big fan of Steve Harvey. But Steve, did y'all see that interview that Kevin Costner did on Steve Harvey's show? Did you see it? Look, Steve already said some questionable stuff with that whole Paula Deen thing. And, you know, we kind of called that out. But I really do like Steve. Steve is a very funny dude. The Hoodie Awards, I love the Hoodie Awards. I like Steve, and I really do. But Steve, dude, I don't know if they're making my brother say shit. Steve had Kevin Costner on his show. All right? Let me find the link. Can somebody send me the link, please? Let me just do that. Let me just do that. I know he's on mainstream television. Oh man, dude. Sometimes people have to do what they got to do. But basically, he said this. If somebody give me the link, I can play the interview. It's a real short interview. But he said Kevin Costner was there. And let me say, in this movie I heard is horrible, by the way. This new black or white Kevin Costner movie, that white savior bullshit. I'm going to talk about that so much on Wednesday. No, because I like Steve has done a lot of good. So I don't want to throw that brother on the coon train like that. But in the Kevin Costner movie, there's a scene where the white character calls somebody a nigger. As an insult, he calls somebody a nigger. So Kevin Costner is on Steve Harvey's show. And Steve said, I think that some people can use racist words and not be a racist. I'm like, okay. And Kevin Costner, yeah, you know, I'm glad to see that, Steve. Okay, let me, hold on. And I like Steve, man, I really do, man, but I can't co-sign that, brother. I want to see Book of Negroes. I haven't seen it, but I do want to see it. Put the link up again, family. Put the link up. And let me download it real quickly. Put the link up and I will download it real quickly. Okay. Okay, let me download it real quickly, then I'm gonna play it real quick. It's a real quick clip. And I don't know, they're making our brothers say that, man. Dude. Hold on. Let me download it. Yeah. Oh man. I know Steve don't mean that. I hope he don't mean that. Again, I know how it is, man. You're on television. You gotta say certain things. Personally, I couldn't do it. That's just me. Hey, that's just me though. All right, let me play this clip. Go to the source page. Okay, hold on one second, family. Damn it, hold on. I'm about to play it real quickly. Hold on, family. Hold on. Show downloaded file. All right. I'm about to play it real quick. All right, this is the clip right here. Hold on. So this is Kevin Costner promoting that bullshit-ass propaganda movie on the Steve Harvey show, and Steve was kind of copping pleas. But dude, where's the shit? Here it is. All right, check it out.
Okay, here's something that I pulled out the movie, and I can speak on this subject because I've been black 58 years. Here's the deal. What I've learned in my life is you can make a racial comment and not be a racist? See, it just depends on who you're talking to and what it's about. Because you got a problem with one person, that don't mean you don't like the whole group. You know, like I remember there was a senior, I hope I'm not giving away too much, he asked you in the courtroom, do you have a problem with black people? Your character said, not all of them. That's a real ass moment.
I wanted that line to be in there. Yeah, people could throw stones at me, but because you just said that, Steve, that's really big for me. Because not everybody in the world has to get it, but you did, and I love that you pointed that out. Because not all of them. Let's wake up.
Come on.
You know?
Who does?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. Okay, here's something that
all right, man. All right, man. Okay. I'm like, how does that work? What is going on with my shit here? Hold on, family. Hold on. Let me see what's going on with my shit here. Hold on one second. But yeah, dude, what the fuck is going on with this? Hold on, family. What's going on with my shit here? All right, there we go. But yeah, this whole thing where a person can make a racist comment, but they're not a racist. How does that work? If you make a racist comment, and you're in a dominant society, in a position to systematically oppress or disenfranchise somebody, that is pretty much the definition of what racism is. If you are in the dominant society, they couldn't even explain that right. And I love Steve, man. I really do. I got a lot of respect for Steve, but they couldn't even explain that. That didn't even make no sense. You can be a racist. You can make racist comments and not be a racist. How? By making racist comments, that's proving that you're a racist. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to understand the logic. Not only that, you're a white supremacist. Because now you're using terms to put people in an inferior position. So that by definition makes you a white supremacist. You're a black or you're a white person calling somebody a nigger. You're a white supremacist. You're a proven white supremacist. You are a proven white supremacist. Because now you've called a person a name that implies their inferiority, which makes you, in your mind, in your world, superior. That makes you a white supremacist. Okay? Okay. Man. And I like Steve Harvey, man. I really do. I really do. But, all right, Steve. I guess Steve got to, he got to keep his show on the air, man. I guess Steve has to keep his show on the air. I saw that clip, the clip of the cop. There was some black, and then this is heavy, man. The shit is getting real out here. There's some black children, some black teens were having a snowball fight, and the cops came. White cop came and pulled a gun on them. White cop came and pulled a gun on some black teens having a damn snowball fight. If black folks, if y'all don't start getting serious, man, if y'all don't start getting serious, man. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch, man. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch. During the press and everything, Marshawn Lynch, the beast mode kept it 100. That's why they didn't like him. He wasn't playing that subservient, humble, step and fetch it nigger role. He was real gangster with his shit, and that rubbed them the wrong way. Whenever black people stand up for themselves, especially athletes, yeah, he pissed off a lot of the white supremacists. And he got gangster, like, okay, I'm only here so I won't get fined. That's my answer for everybody. I'm only here so I won't get fined. And they got pissed off, and then the league fined him for his hat. So they were looking for shit to kind of put you in your place. That's that whole plantation shit, where they look for reasons to put you in your place. And then he did another press junket, and he was like, well, you know why I'm here. He just kept saying that over and over. And the white supremacist reporters, you notice how they kept trying to egg him on. I talked about that before, how the white supremacists will try to egg on a response from you and generate a negative response to use that against you. They were like, so Marshawn, why are you being such a jerk? They were talking mad shit, and he kept it pimping. You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. You going to keep being a jerk to us? You know why I'm here. I loved it. I'm going to sit here. I'm here so I don't get fined. And, they use these terms, ungrateful. He's so ungrateful. Listen to those terms. As if they're giving him charity for his skills as a football player. You dig? It's that whole, look, you're from the ghetto. You should be grateful we're giving you money. That's that pimp hoe shit. And black folks fall for that, where they make you think you got to be grateful, but you got to be up there humble with your hat in hand. Well, Lord, thank you so much for letting me play. Thank the league. I loves my coach. What about black on black crime? They want you to get up there riding that coon train. And Marshawn, he understands the game. He's like, look, this is my talent that's making this shit hot. Which is the truth. My talent, and that's the attitude he has. Where are my brothers and sisters who are athletes? Because I got a lot of listeners who are athletes. I'm not going to even go to Stephen A. Smith is just going to, I won't even talk about him. We've already put him on the coon train. Marshawn Lynch should be fined. Okay, Stephen. I don't take shit Stephen A. Smith says serious no more. His coon train, he got a lifelong coon train pass. I'm just done with him, Barkley, all those dudes. They are coon train conductors at this point. Everything they say is going to be coonish. So I don't even take what they say seriously. But my brothers and sisters who are athletes, don't let these people try to make you seem like you should be grateful. It's your talent that's bringing in that money. Understand that. It is your talent that's putting asses in seats, getting all that sponsorship. Your talent, and they should respect your talent. Let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq.
What's up? Who's this?
This is Black Conservative again. I got a quick question for you.
Okay. What's going on, man?
I was wondering, what do you think about repatriating to an African country compared to staying here and trying to build something over here?
Because if you repatriate, you're just repatriating to a place that's been conquered by the white supremacists. Where in Africa are you going to repatriate to that's controlled solely by Africans?
Oh, Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe is not totally controlled. They're trying to get on their feet right now. They just started measures to remove the imperialists, so they're not on their feet yet. So Africa is not fully contained, or there's no African country that has not been dominated by the white supremacists. Also, speaking of Zimbabwe, the white supremacists, what they do, they can shut Zimbabwe down at any moment right now. They can just say, well, look, okay, we'll back up out of Zimbabwe. By the way, watch out for Boko Haram, an organization that the white supremacists have funded. So there's books like Confessions of an Economic Hitman that breaks all of that down, how the white supremacists use imperialism and economic strangleholds to keep a lot of these African countries, and not just African, but countries all over the world, subjugated under the rule of white supremacy. So there is no place to so-called go to get away from white supremacy. So I've literally been everywhere. There's not one place you can name on this planet that I have not been to or been a 2-hour flight away from. Every single place is dominated by systematic white supremacy. So we are in a position right here. We should stay right where we are and deal with systematic white supremacy right here. Do you agree with that?
I understand. Yes, I understand what you're saying.
There you go. Cool. All right. But you're a black. You really sound white, dude. Now, how long have you been a black conservative, bro?
I'd say about a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah. Now, what made you become a black conservative, and exactly what are you trying to conserve as a black person?
I'd like to conserve the family structure. I'd like to conserve whatever is left of the community, and I don't think that any liberal parties have done anything. Let me put it like this: I'm not a Republican. I don't vote for the Republican Party. It's full of white supremacists and racists.
Right.
I just believe that when I look at things like the abortion stats and the way that none of these liberal parties have done anything at all to benefit people in Detroit or in Chicago.
Okay,
or
just
in,
say black.
St.
Wait. Don't use code words, brother. Just say, because you sound like a Fox News pundit. Don't use code words. Just say black people. Just say black people, bro.
All right, I just didn't want to lump everyone together because
brother, you're using white supremacist code words. Detroit and Chicago, those are white supremacist code words for black people. On the Tariq Elite Show, we like to just talk honest and just say what you mean and mean what you say. Those are code words for black people. All right. So so family values for black people. That's what you want, right?
Yes.
What about family values for white people? The white divorce rate is 50%, and there's not too many family values. This whole myth of family values lacking in the black community, but these values that are supposed to be in abundance in the white community, that's completely not true. Where's all these family values you're talking about in the dominant white society?
I didn't say they were there. I just said that I think that would make more sense to go in that direction, since it would
but you were specifying the lack thereof in Chicago and Detroit, meaning black people, as if there's a plethora of family values in the dominant white society. See, the thing is,
that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. I wasn't talking about family values when I said Detroit. I was meaning like economics, how they've been putting money towards building small businesses. They've been putting any money to changing the situation.
Now, sir, let's go back to the original question. What are you trying to conserve as a black person?
Just whatever is left of the black community.
Such as what?
Well, any black-owned businesses that are left.
Those have been gone since the 1960s. So how you gonna conserve something that's been gone for damn near 50 years?
I really don't know how to answer that question. But I'm just saying that I believe that where we are right now, that the best thing to do is see what is left from there and see what we have right now, and to move forward from there. By doing that, by establishing a family structure, by establishing an economic structure, and we can go forward. That's what
I hear you, damn nigga.
All right. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Okay. That's just too easy. I'm not trying to beat up on nobody. That's all. Whenever a black person starts talking about they're a black conservative, what are you trying to conserve? That's all you got to ask them. What the hell are you trying to conserve? Conserve what? That's all you got to ask them. I usually always destroy them. Just keep it real simple with them. Don't let them run around and all this. Well, the family struck in Chicago and Detroit. No. We're not going to use all those code words. You don't use all those Fox News code words. Just say what you mean what you say. Let's stop. That's why, man, the Hidden Colors series must go on so you can understand the code words and how to deal with people like this. We packed in here tonight. We're gonna do the Hidden Colors 4 teaser trailer pretty soon. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna do it in a minute. We're gonna do the Hidden Colors trailer. We'll do that. Let's say we'll do that at 8 o'clock. It's almost 8 o'clock on the West Coast now, so we'll do it in the next 4 minutes. So let me start tweeting everybody that we're going to play the Hidden Colors. What the hell is that? Where is it? Okay, there we go. All right. Let me tweet and let everybody know we're going to do that in a second. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Let me let everybody know on Facebook and Twitter. Hold on 1 second, family. But let me talk on the phone while I do this. What's up? Who's calling?
What up, Tariq from Philadelphia?
Hey, man. What's your name again?
Hakeem.
Hakeem, how you doing, Hakeem? What's on your mind, brother?
To make a comment about interracial
brother, where in the fuck did you get a Nokia flip phone, brother? Because your phone is raggedy as shit, man. You got a phone off eBay for $2? What kind of phone is that, brother?
I got an iPhone phone.
Nigga, it's 2015, nigga. Your phone sounds like a Motorola brick phone from New Jack City, brother. God damn. Hello? That shit dropped service. I'm not shocked. How niggas' phones be that damn raggedy in 2015, man? That must have been a snitch phone. What's up? Who's calling?
How you doing, Tariq? This is Sean calling from Jacksonville.
Hey, Sean. How you doing, fam?
Hey, first of all, I'm a great admirer of you and been following you for the last 2 years. I just have 2 quick questions because I know you don't play and I ain't trying to get cut off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, the first one is, have you thought about going into the horrors of racism and doing slavery in Hidden Colors 4? When I say that, a lot of people don't know what they actually used to do to us. I mean, like the contraptions they used to put on us, sicking the dogs out, eating the babies out of, the sisters' bellies, and how they used to sodomize the men. Have you ever thought about just really exploring that and showing the people, because they forget that what white people have done to us?
Yeah. In Hidden Colors 4, there's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about, man, because a lot of us, and a lot of times I don't want to get too graphic, because in Hidden Colors 3, we're talking about the sister who was pregnant and they cut her stomach open. And this wasn't even slavery. This was in like the 1930s. They cut this woman's stomach open and start stumping the head of the baby. These motherfuckers were real sadistic, man. And sometimes a lot of stuff we got to pull back because we don't want to make it too shocking to just kind of mess people up psychologically. But there's a lot of stuff, man. So we ease people into the information. So we kind of give it dose by dose. But we are going to touch on a lot of that stuff. Thanks for the call, brother. All right. Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, man, on Hidden Colors 4. And, it's so important now for Hidden Colors 4 because did y'all hear the story about the teachers in D.C.? There was a school where these black teachers, it was at Howard, at Howard Elementary School. One of those schools, it was a school that's on the campus of Howard University, but I think it's like a high school or elementary school or middle school. One of those, it's a school for younger children. And the teachers there are teaching black history, and the white supremacists sent in their Negro bedwench to fire a whole bunch of teachers. It was a middle school. Yeah, the teachers got fired because they were teaching black history. Who we got in here trolling? All right. What time is it? Here we go. All right, we about to show it. Is it 8? Okay, it's 8 o'clock now. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But yeah, they sent their bedwench to go fire a whole bunch of teachers for teaching black history. That was cold, man. Howard Middle School. Yeah, and they were firing them like in class. We were going in there in the classrooms, giving them pink slips, just making a big spectacle out of it. Oh, we're going to talk about that, Beachbody. All right, so here we go, y'all. Here we go. This is it. Here we go, y'all. We're about to show the first look trailer. This is the teaser trailer for the upcoming movie that we are in pre-production in. We are doing pre-production now. So a lot of people, when I announced that we're going to show the trailer Hidden Colors 4, everybody went crazy and started sending me emails thinking that it was about to come out. No, it's not about to come out yet. We're working on the film now. It's going to be a minute before it comes out. I'm just giving y'all the heads up, and we got a Kickstarter page for it. The Kickstarter is up. But here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, right here on Ustream, you are the first people right now on the planet to see the first look teaser trailer, a tease, of Hidden Colors 4. Here we go.
The Word of God says that the law is righteous. It is the holy declaration of the righteousness of God. Is there anything wrong with the law? No. The law remains righteous. Never has been anything wrong with it, never will be. this religious world. Oh, I know you call yourself a Christian. I understand that. But you've learned down through the years to overlook so many things. You don't let them bother you anymore.
Very heavily militarized police that are using tear gas and rubber bullets.
What deed have you committed that eats at your soul? What secret do you harbor in your heart? When was the last time the Holy Ghost spoke to you?
Cold. Whoop, my bad. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's the teaser trailer. We going hard in the damn paint, baby. We are going hard in the damn paint with Hidden Colors 4. Man, when I say we going hard in the damn paint with Hidden Colors 4, nigga, that shit gives me chills. Nigga, we going all the way there. Man, we're going there so hard. That's the Kickstarter link right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kickstarter link right here for Hidden Colors 4. People want to see it one more time. Do we need to do it one more time? Do we need to do it one more time? That we going in hard. Let me play it one more time. Encore. Here we go. One more time. One more time. Here we go.
The Word of God says that the law is righteous. It is the holy declaration of the righteousness of God. Is there anything wrong with the law? No. The law remains righteous. Never has been anything wrong with it, never will be. You've created this religious world. Oh, I know you call yourself a Christian. I understand that. But you've learned down through the years to overlook so many things. You don't let them bother you anymore.
Very heavily militarized police that are using tear gas and rubber bullets.
What deed have you committed that eats at your soul? What secret do you harbor in your heart? When was the last time the Holy Ghost spoke to you?
Yes, indeed. That is it. Nigga, man, it's about to get real. It's about to get real with this one, dude. Man, we about to get real. He said, do I think white supremacy will come for me? Dude, they're already coming for us. They're coming for us anyway. They're coming for us anyway. And that's the thing. With this one, we're going so hard, black folks get kind of nervous. That's how hard we going. We going real hard with this one. So, and that's for the first few Hidden Colors. I've been kind of not wanting to go too hard because you'll start scaring black folks. You see black folks in here already scared. Oh, they're gonna come for you. Y'all already getting scared. Y'all already getting scared. See, that's the thing. We got to stop being, all that scared shit ain't working, man. We got to just go in. We got to, my man said it just now, Texas lady, go hard or go home. We got to go in. They going in on us. Damn all this old corny soft shoe shit. They're going in on us right now. Black, yeah, don't get scared now. Don't get scared. But we got to go in. So we going all the way in. We talking heavy stuff in this one, man. We're breaking the religion down. And that's already a taboo subject, even with black folks. Like my man who called up, when you start talking about religion and dismantling stuff and then bringing religion into it and breaking it down for real, black folks get nervous. But hey man, no time for nervousness, man. We got to start being very real. Let's not get scared. Let's be prepared. You dig? That's why we all got to get on the same page. We got to get that code. And we're breaking down the religion of white supremacy. It's heavy, man. And the movie's going to be so heavy, the stuff we're talking about. We talking about how they use health as a weapon against us. Man, we're going to break down Ebola, the Boko Harams. Not only that, we're going to touch on a real taboo subject. We're going to talk about, like next week on this show, my show this week, I'm talking about interracial dating and that. But we're going to really break that down in Hidden Colors 4 too. About how interracial dating and promotion and all that is used by the white supremacists against us. Man, we breaking that down. We're breaking it all the way down. This thing is about to get real. Now, I'm going to let y'all know who's involved. I'll let y'all know who's involved. I'll give one name. I'll give one name already. No, I'll wait. But we got some thorough people from the conscious community. What's that? So this is the Kickstarter. We need to, and the Kickstarter, the minimum we're trying to get is 60,000. We got 50. The minimum was 50,000. We got like 70-something thousand. We need to get $500,000 for this one. We should easily be able to raise that with this. No, definitely, we're gonna definitely have Umar and Phil Valentine, Kaba. We're gonna have the same crew, but we got some more people that we're bringing in. Yeah, man, we got to stop all that scared shit, though. Let's stop all that scared. Let's stop all that being scared stuff. Let's cut that out. Let's cut all that stuff out about being scared. Yeah, we should get at least $500,000 for this on Kickstarter because, man, this stuff, man, the Hidden Colors series is being taught in schools and universities worldwide. It's being taught worldwide. And also, I got a YouTube. It's on YouTube, too, just in case if anybody wants to share it on YouTube. Hold on one second. Let me go to my YouTube page. Just in case anybody would like to share it on YouTube. But, man, we got some thorough people that's down to be in it. It's going to be a monster, man. And we going all the way there, man. This one is going, it might hurt some feelings. This one might hurt some feelings, which I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but we got to get, it's time to get very real this time. Because too much stuff is happening to us out here. So it's time to get really real. I got it on YouTube on my Elite Weight channel. This is the YouTube link right here for those who want to share it on YouTube. My people, I know a lot of cats who work at WorldStar, they're on here. Y'all put it up on WorldStar. In the middle of all the ratchetness, cats need this. And let me say, look, I already know the white supremacists are going to be, they're really going to come out in droves hating. Because the American Renaissance page, whenever we put out Hidden Colors, they're the first ones. This is a major white supremacist organization. They talk real greasy about the films. They're going to lose their mind off this one. And watch out, because y'all, what you're going to see now, family, I'm already letting y'all know, you're going to start seeing a bunch of the white supremacists have a bunch of their trolls all on the internet talking greasy about Hidden Colors. You're probably going to see a lot of negative articles pop up about me now. Excuse me. You might see a bunch of negative articles pop up about me or pop up about people from the Hidden Colors series, so don't trip on that either. Oh yeah, so they'll get these minions of white supremacists disguising themselves as black feminists, trying to hate on it. So you're going to start seeing that pretty soon. So don't even trip on that. We got to stay focused. We got to stay focused. Yes, indeed. But yeah, things about to get real. And one major thing we're going to take care of in Hidden Colors, this whole shit that they keep trying to promote, the white Egyptian thing that they're trying to promote, we killing that bullshit in Hidden Colors 4. Did y'all see, somebody please email me at kflex4life@yahoo.com. There's a photograph, somebody photographed a book, a school book of some children depicting Egyptians. And they have like the pharaohs are white, the queens are white, and the servants are black. And they're black children. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I should have saved it. Okay, Travis. Okay, Travis. Okay, you don't have to keep putting your YouTube page up, brother. Thank you, brother. We got it, Travis. What is that page? There's a photograph it went viral of a school book. Somebody took a picture of a school book that had the pharaohs of Egypt as depicted, had white children depicted as pharaohs and servants, as black children were the servants. And we keep seeing these Exodus movies and all this stuff coming out. GD, send that to me again, sir. Could you send that to me again? Can you email me that so I can show the family in the room? Okay, yeah. Put the link up here. Put the link in here and I can hopefully copy it. And again, I notice right now, the white supremacists, they keep trying to hit us with this whole white Egyptian. They keep hitting us over the head with that bullshit. Okay, it didn't let me get the link here. This link didn't work. So we're gonna dead that whole thing once and for all with Hidden Colors 4. We purposely avoided talking about the whole color of the ancient Egyptians because that's an old subject that's been debunked so many times by Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, Sheikh Anta Diop. They've debunked that 40, 50 years ago. But since it's resurfacing now, since it's going to resurface, we're going to have to let this generation know not to fall for the okie doke. We're going to let this generation know not to fall for the okie doke. So we're going to dead that whole conversation. We got a brother that's confirmed for Hidden Colors 4. I'll say this, brother. We got a brother named Azra Kwesi. How many of y'all familiar with brother Azra? Azra is already down. We're interviewing him next week. We got Azra Kwesi. How many of y'all know that brother? Azra Kwesi is the truth. This brother, when it comes to ancient Egyptian history, this is the brother. Oh, it's the real deal. Kwesi is the truth. Some of y'all who know about Kwesi? Oh, it's about to get real damn serious, brother. Oh, it's about to get real serious. Oh, that whole thing is going to be so dead. That whole white Egyptian shit, that's going to be dead. We got Azra Kwesi takes trips to Egypt on a regular basis. That's what he does. He does Egyptian tours. So that whole thing is just going to be dead once and for all. Prospect, you got to be trolling. Prospect, I hope you trolling. What's up, Ola? Everybody say what's up to Ola. Okay, this is the picture I'm talking about. Let me show y'all this picture. This is cold right here, man. This is why we got to keep on with the Hidden Colors film. Look at this slick shit that they put in a school book. This is a school book that they put this in. Look at this. This is a school book now. Okay, for those who don't know what they're looking at, the book says from pharaoh to laborer. That book said from pharaoh to laborer. They had the white boy and the white girl as the pharaoh and the queen, and had the laborers, 2 little black boys. Let me show y'all this sick shit again. You see that? You see how they have an Anglo white child as a pharaoh. When logic and history and common sense let us know that there were no Anglo inhabitants of Egypt then nor now. When you see stuff like that in school books, these people are waging psychological warfare, man. These people are waging psychological warfare. So at this point, we got children. They're attacking our children not only physically, psychologically. They know whoever put that book out knew exactly what the hell they were doing. That's never a mistake. They will revise history like it's nothing. So we got to counter that. And the thing is, a lot of times when we do something fly, sometimes we'll kind of rest on our laurels a little bit, and we can't rest. Like, I was going to wait to do the Hidden Colors 4 series, but the way they're coming at us, because I wanted to wait to do it, because usually I like to wait until things subside, then do it. But the white supremacists, they've been in constant attack mode since the last Hidden Colors came out. It's just been in constant attack mode, so they have not subsided. It's just a constant thing. So I'm like, well, we need to get busy. We got a bad habit of stopping our momentum when we need to keep going dealing with systematic white supremacy, because they're not stopping. They're not stopping at all. Oh, man. Oh, Brother Azra is the truth, man. That brother's the truth. So we got to keep it going, man. Who is Harris? Because the white supremacists are already in here trolling. But like I said, man, they're attacking us, man. That story about the school in Washington, D.C., where they're firing teachers for teaching black history. That ain't nothing but warfare, man. So we got to circle our wagons, brothers and sisters. We really got to circle our wagons. Let me get some calls. A lot of folks are calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Lex from the Bronx.
Hey, how you doing, man? What's on your mind, family?
Hey, what's up, brother? Yeah, I just got like 2 questions though. I know real quick though, right, bro?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I got like a roommate who's like living with me and everything, right?
They're who?
And,
you mumbled
Hello?
when you said, brother, will you stop it for 1 minute? You mumbled. You said your roommate is a what?
No. I said I got a roommate who's living with me and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, what's it do? It's one of my friends, we grew up together and everything,
Okay.
And he ain't got no job or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, my thing is like his whole mental like in females and everything like that, and I'm over here, trying to tell him like, yo, dude, like you can't be like talking to females and doing this and that, and you ain't even got your plurality straight, like you know what I'm saying, like you talking about the honeys and all that, but you ain't got your money or your funds up or nothing like that. Like exactly. My thing is like, how should I throw him out like that, or how should I do it? Because that is my friend.
Is this nigga paying rent?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Dude.
Not really, though.
Dude, man, that nigga has to go, man. This nigga has to go. If he ain't paying no rent, he's sitting there talking, let's get the honeys. That dude has to go. You got to let him know, man, look, I got shit to do. I got grown man business to handle. Brother, you got to get up off your ass. You got to give him tough love. And that don't need to be your friend anyway, because he's on some bum nigga shit. And you better watch out for a nigga like that, because he might be trying to do some moist shit to keep from paying rent. You come home and that nigga in your bed like this. Hold on.
hear me, baby. Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how.
Yeah, so get that nigga up out the house, man. Dude sitting up here ain't paying no rent, talking about let's get the honeys. Nigga, honey your ass up out of here. Stop playing. Yes, indeed. All right, we doing good on Kickstarter right now, family. We're almost at 10,000 already. Let's keep that momentum going. Everybody, this is the Kickstarter link again, family. Everybody, could you please put the Kickstarter link on your page and tweet it right now, family? Say his roommate is delivered. He said, I'm delivered. But everybody, on your Facebook page and your Kickstarter page, put this link up, please, for the Kickstarter page on Twitter and Facebook, because we're gonna start Black History Month off right. Yeah, we're gonna start Black History Month off right. This is the link again. I'm gonna throw it on my Instagram too. I will definitely throw it on my Instagram. Much respect, the archivists. Much respect. Yeah, the dude was singing the Titanic. But man, black folks, it's time for us to get serious about empowering ourselves. That's why I love doing the Hidden Color series, because we're not sitting up here buck dancing, begging those in the dominant society. What we're doing for ourselves, which is what we're supposed to be doing. I want all the Instagram partiers, all the people who's balling out on Instagram, drop a little something, contribute. Let's ball out on this. You dig? But you notice whenever black folks, and we did a story on Melanoid Nation about this, you know, all of these Ferguson protesters and some of these Black Lives Matters people, I got a report from some cats who went to this this protest in London that some people here, some Ferguson people, were flown out there to do a lecture about, or to do like a seminar about what's going on here. And basically, my dude was telling me that all they were over there doing was talking about lesbian and gay issues, and they were talking about Palestine. They were talking about everything except police brutality and white supremacy. They were telling me they were over there, the so-called Ferguson people, the Dream Defense, whoever these people are, who are funded by the white supremacists, by the way. They were over there talking about everything except white supremacy. And I noticed that a lot. A lot of these people get up here talking about, well, we also got to talk about gay and lesbian issues. And my thing is this, fam. We got to stop going for that okie doke, because you got white supremacists in the gay and lesbian community. There's a white female cop that we did a story on, who shook down this old elderly black man who was a veteran. And who is this? Okay, let me ban this motherfucker. In Seattle, I think, there was a black man who was a veteran walking down the street with a cane, using a golf club as a cane. This racist police officer, who's confirmed to be a white supremacist because her lover outed her as a racist, she wrongfully arrested this innocent elderly black man. And this just goes to show some of these gay and lesbian people within the dominant society have the same racist views as other white supremacists. So you're not going to get any kind of sanctuary sitting up here talking about, I'm down with the gay and lesbian, we need to look at that and we need to focus on that too. Because they ain't thinking about you. Black people think that there's some kind of sanctuary with something else. Yeah, she sat up here and lied on that dude, talking about he swung at her and he clearly didn't do it. And that's the thing, man. These white supremacists, they will target the elderly, they'll target the young, they target the women. So we ain't got no sanctuary, man. These people, they ain't rolling with us like that. we think that gay, lesbian issues, that's going to trump white supremacy. That does not trump white supremacy. And a lot of people think that interracial dating will trump white supremacy. And you are sadly mistaken about that too. I'm going to go into that on Wednesday's show. Y'all got to understand it's warfare out here, man. We got to have our tools and our game together, man. We got to have our tools and our game together. We got to look out for self. I don't even say F the gays. No. You can be whatever you want to be. But black folks are going to have to stop being confused about letting people divert their attention. Black people are so used to people diverting their attention, you'll let anybody run up and run a con game on you when it benefits them. Gay and lesbian community don't give a shit about black folks or black issues. That's why they don't say nothing in large numbers about black issues. They'll do some little symbolic bullshit like write a letter of support. Little silly shit like that don't mean nothing. Well, this organization, we wrote a letter of support to Trayvon Martin's mom. Please, if you do something they don't like Tracy Morgan or whatever made those gay jokes, they went after him with a vengeance. It wasn't no letter of support. They went after that brother. Isaiah Washington, they went after that brother heavy. They pulled out all the punches and went after these brothers. So they know how to go after folks. Don't let these people play dumb with you. That's another thing. We got to stop letting these white supremacists play dumb. I made a mistake calling mixed people black. No, I did not make a mistake calling them that because mixed people are black. The thing is, a lot of mixed people, you don't know where their allegiance lies, but you don't know where a lot of full-blooded black people allegiance lies. Some of the biggest coons are dark-skinned folks. Let's be real. So let's not get on that colorism thing. Don't get stuck on that. That's another trick. We get stuck on that colorism thing, and there's some jet black people out there that will sell you the hell out. So let's not get on that thing. But yes, indeed. Oh, we heavy. We at 13,000 already. Let's keep that momentum going, family. We're doing good. We're doing great already. With Kickstarter, we are good. We at 13,000. It's been 29 minutes. We raised 13,000 in 29 minutes. That's real talk right there. That's how we supposed to do it, family. We should be like Veronica Mars. You know, like when they did that Veronica Mars campaign, I think they made like a couple $1 million in a couple of days. You dig? So we got to keep the momentum going. Much respect, E-Jack. Much respect, family. Don't you hate when people say blacks need to get over it? Oh, that means ignore white supremacy. That's all that means. When they say blacks need to get over it, that means just ignore white supremacy. That's what that means. That's what that means. Ignore white supremacy. And that's the last thing you do because they don't get over nothing. The white supremacists don't get over nothing. Let's see who we got on the phone. A lot of folks are calling. What's up? Who's calling?
It's Erica from Oakland. Just wanted more information on, I believe you said you were doing a loan or a grant for a small business.
No, you're doing what now? Say that again, sweetie.
You mentioned on last Sunday's call that you were going to do a loan or a grant to a small business.
Yes, we're still going to do that. Do you have a business that you're trying to get off the ground?
Yes, I'm working on my business plan now.
Okay. Just can you give us an idea what it's about? What your business is?
Yeah, I am wanting to do a in-store demonstration business.
Okay.
So basically I would be hiring independent contractors to go to like Whole Foods and like Trader Joe's to do in-store demos. And I've pretty much been in the field for like 9 years now. So I'm ready to go ahead and move forward with my business.
Oh, cool. Well, definitely get your business plan together and present it. And if it's popping, we'll get you off the ground. We'll help you out with that. But we'll need to see the plan. But definitely submit that. Thank you so much. That sounds like something fly. See, sisters be having it together, man. Sisters have it together. Because I didn't have a couple of brothers hit me up. Brothers, you gotta get your business game together. Hey, man, this is what I got, Tariq. What I got, man, I want to put together, man, a dog collar that will whistle and let other dogs know that they can come play with your dog. Okay. Niggas be having these funky finger production ideas. You know what, Tariq? I got an idea. See, I noticed that ain't no Popeye's chicken in Alaska, right? So what I can do... You might have remembered me calling last week, brother. What I can do, brother, is get some of that money. I can invest in chickens, right? But when I think about that, chickens can't really survive in the cold, so I'm going to have to use those penguins. So I'm going to need all types of flour. I'm going to need some Lowry seasoning salt to base and flour and season them penguins. And then we're going to fry them penguins up and we're going to sell them. So I'm going to need about $3,000-$4,000. Oh, y'all forgot about the Antarctica dude from last week. How could you forget about the Antarctica dude? Man, it was Renum spoons, basically. Oh, man. But yeah, that sister sounded like she had a good idea. We'll hook her up. The sister sounded like she had a great idea. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But man, this one, we're going so hard, man. We're going so hard in the paint. We're really going to get into the health thing because that's another. In the first few Hidden Colors, we didn't talk about health, and we're going to talk about health as it relates to our melanin. Oh man, we're going to talk real heavy. Oh, it's going to be real heavy. Oh yeah, dude was high when he called. What's up? Who's calling? Hello. Hello.
Hello?
What's up, man?
We're going so hard, man. We're going so hard to paint.
Right here, man. Bruh. This confusion. This nigga. What's up? Who's calling?
Peace, Flex. What's good? It's DJ Full Moon.
DJ Full Moon. How you doing, fam?
It was good. It's cool, brother. I didn't know you produced too, bro.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Let me find out you produced that. That's just my baby daddy.
No. That's my man Snow and those guys, man. Well, what's on your mind, DJ? What's on your mind, bro?
Yeah, I'm digging the shirt, man. I was just saying, is that shirt available on the Melanoid site or your site, The Wolf?
No. You can. This is Game of Thrones shirt. You can get this at. Yeah. You can get that anyway. I was just rocking it, man. But you can still get the Melanoid Nation shirts and all that at TariqElite.com. You dig?
All right,
man.
All right,
Thank you for the call.
I ain't really wanting. I'll just have to make sure I don't get fired.
Oh, there you go.
All right, brother.
All right, peace, DJ. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, we got to get real busy with it, man. And again, black folks, you got to understand how white supremacy works, because when you understand how it works, you can predict certain behaviors before they happen. So you can kind of see the game being played out and learn how to sidestep it. Y'all remember in 2013, I was right here on this show and also the Tariq Elite show, telling y'all about Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus. You can go on YouTube and look at the show. My man, the Maybach, he put it up. I was talking about slumming, how some of these white artists will get out here and black it up. Y'all remember that? And I mean, just verbatim, the shit happened. I said these white artists like Justin Bieber, they get out here and acting ratchet and blacking it up, yo, all that nigga shit, and getting in trouble, so to speak, getting rid of that kid image, using black people to help get rid of their childlike image, using black people to make them look like bad boys and rebels, once they get that bad boy rebel image, they flip the script and go back to being white goody two-shoes and apologize for being around all the niggas. I said, this is what Miley is going to do, and this is what Justin is going to do. I said this in 2013. Damn if Justin Bieber didn't bring his ass out on Ellen like clockwork, doing exactly what I said he was going to do. Motherfucker done permed his hair and flipped it, had on the Brady Bunch sweater, talking while all the yo hood shit went right out the window. I wasn't that person I was pretending to be. I'm not shocked. Bravo. Like clockwork. Oh, was he looking white or what? Oh, that hair was feathered. Purell. Where you going, Lexi? What, TJ with you? No. Okay. Oh man, he came out. Basically saying, I'm sorry for being around all those niggas. I'm so sorry for being around all those niggas. I won't be like that again. They play that whole shit. They run the same game on us, dude. The white supremacists don't have to change their game up. They keep doing what works because it works. I said the same thing with Marky Mark. Marky Mark did the same thing. Yo, feel the vibration. Me and the Funky Bunch. Where the fuck is the Funky Bunch? We haven't heard shit from the Funky Bunch in 20-something years. Oh, man, they're so predictable. And we gotta stop letting people use us for slumming. Black people, please stop letting the white supremacists use you for slumming. We gotta stop letting people come around us when they want to get into ratchet shit. Here they come around us and we accept them. We all grinning with them. Stop that. When I'm out and about, do you know, sometimes you go to clubs, like I go to Vegas or whatever, and there's white people walk up to us. Hey, what's going on, bro? Got some weed? Got some blow, bro? And don't get the fuck away from me. Don't come slumming around. Now, I get real offended when people do that. They come grinning around the black people because it's just by default. We know where all the drugs and the weed, we all know where that is. That's the Iggy, all that Iggy Azalea. I'm not all that. My thing, and T.I., again, he's going to have to take an L with that because that chick is offensive. All that, I'm Australian, but I'm rapping like a Negro. I have a Negro accent. I sound like somebody from Atlanta. That's very patronizing. That's very patronizing. I don't like it. Do Katy Perry. I like Katy Perry because she's white. She just sticks to white. She came out and did her little white performance, that little half-ass performance, and I can respect it. I can respect it. Do your little half-ass performance, and I love it. Bring Missy out. There you go. Missy on the halftime show at the Super Bowl. She brought Missy out. Have somebody black it up for you. That's cool. But then you coming out, who that, who that, all that nigga shit, and then you talk with an Australian accent. Okay, now you patronizing. She's not being herself. It's real tacky. And I'm glad Jill Scott, shout out to Jill Scott, they called that out because Jill Scott and them, they were doing an interview. It was Jill Scott and Eve and some other people. And they were doing an interview talking about that. And Jill was like, I ain't cool with that. And Eve was being very politically correct. I wonder why, Eve. And I love Eve. Eve is one of my favorite rappers. But Eve, boy, when she got that white husband, whoa. All right. Again, I ain't knocking your dating, your marriage choices, but I'm going to talk about this on Wednesday's show. Boy, Eve, her whole swag switched up, didn't it? Eve's swag switched up. Eve got her ass out there and talked about her dude tamed her. I'm like, Eve, why in the hell would you say that? Why would you say that, Eve? Oh, Eve was real politically correct. She didn't want to say something bad about a white person and you have to go home to a white person. Oh, you didn't want to say nothing about white supremacy and have to go home to it. And I love Eve. Eve is a beautiful sister. Eve is a beautiful sister. But I hope Eve wakes up and understands the game. I love Jill Scott too. Man. Yeah, we let everybody use us. That's real talk, Gomac. We got this whole thing of being accepted. And the white supremacists, they know that. They know how desperate black people are to be accepted, even at your own detriment. Black people are so extremely desperate to be accepted. They know that. And again, like I said, watch out for the... this fool know my wife is black. Brenda, don't even trip. This nigga knows good and well my wife is black. He's just being dumb. It sounds like a white supremacist troll. We getting heavy in here with the contributions on Kickstarter. We're almost at 15,000. I feel like the Jerry Lewis telethon. Oh, but I'm gonna break that down because we've been seeing a lot of this lately with this whole how can I get a white person to like me, and this has been heavily promoted in the media outlets. So I got to really break that down so cats will understand it. There's a sister who sent me an email, and I wanted her to call in. She's probably embarrassed. Let me read an email. This is a black young lady. She's dating a black man. This ain't got nothing to do with race, but her email was kind of funny. Let me find the email, and I'm not gonna put her name out there. But I wish you would call, sister. But her dude might listen to the show. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, what's her email? Hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, what did she say? Hold on. This is her email. This was kind of funny. It's kind of sad but funny. She's like, well, Tariq, I have a unique problem I hope you can help me with. I've discussed this situation with a few women that I trust, but they say all the same thing. Just soak it up and stop being petty. So I've been in a strong relationship for about 2 years. Me and my guy, we talked about getting engaged. I'm very excited because he's handsome, successful. He's a smart brother with no kids, no felonies. He's working on his master's degree. I know this man loves me, and I love him too. Life is good, but one thing I hate about him, or should I say it just makes me feel ashamed, or should I say I hate about being with him. When we make love, he turns into like this gangster type of person. Now, Tariq, the sex is good, and it always has been, but he talks so nasty to me that he actually makes me feel ashamed, and I often feel like I'm a slut and not his woman. It's not just pillow talk or gentle moans. He says things I never heard before, like he's starting to ask questions and he expects me to participate in the filthy talk. I told him how it makes me feel when then he cops an attitude. He said I should be flattered, but it's like he's in some type of trance and he really can't help it. And he also mentioned that I'm the only woman who ever complained. I feel petty, but he's burning my ears with all that porn talk. And I noticed that my orgasms are getting far in between. He says stuff like, ride that dick like Seabiscuit. Suck my dick like it's your last meal. You know I love that fat, juicy pussy, so throw it on a nigga. So And on and on. So hell, I don't want to lose a good thing, but I cannot live with this forever. I'm sorry for the vulgarity, sincerely. This nigga said, ride that dick like Seabiscuit. What kind of nigga is this? He said, suck that dick like it's your last meal. Okay, first of all, young lady, this nigga has been watching too much porn. That's what it sounds like. This nigga's been watching too much porn and he's acting out a lot of porn fantasies on you. That nigga's making them Wesley Pipes. He's making them Wesley Pipes sounds. Oh, that nigga sound like he's been watching because Wesley Pipes be saying some of the most ratchet shit. Whose is it? And how old is this pussy? It's 20-year-old pussy, you know. But this nigga saying, ride it like Seabiscuit. And so she just has to talk to him. And I told her to just talk to the dude. Don't be emotional. Don't be emotional with the dude. You're not petty. Just say, hey, bro, can you kind of fall back on some of that? You know, that's my, you know, just kind of fall back. I told her even tease him about it. Even outside of sex, just say shit like, hey, I'm making breakfast. You want some Seabiscuits? Say little shit like that to fuck with him, to make him stop. So you want to go to IHOP and get our last meal? So you got to kind of be funny with the dude so he don't get an attitude. Because she said this nigga gets in a trance and he probably on some other shit. So why can't she just enjoy herself? But yeah, sometimes people can take it just a tad bit too far. You know, because she might, I don't know if she's overweight, but he says, I love that fat, juicy pussy. She might be thinking, well, he's calling me fat. And I would say, ladies, if your nigga's talking too crazy, talk crazy back to him and say some shit that's low-key insulting. Oh, yes, nigga. Put them smelly balls all up in my mouth. You know, say little shit like that. Yes, nigga. Put your ashy elbows all up on me, nigga. Yes, nigga, give me all 5 inches. Say crazy shit back to him. So that'll make him soft. But that'll make that nigga chill out on that bullshit. She should talk. I think what she should do, go talk real nasty to that nigga. Get real nasty. Get real nasty. Say, hey, nigga, let me pee on your afro or some shit like that. But my nigga said, I'm going to say that to Peanut's ass to see what she do. Ride that dick like Seabiscuit. That's gangster right there. Man. Well, hopefully that sister gets it together with her dude. So, Canelli said, fart on my clit. To say something crazy to that nigga. Say, oh yeah, nigga, put your toe in my ass, nigga. Just say something real crazy to him. Man. Poor sister. I hope she gets it together with this dude. Man. Let's see who we got on the phone. The phone lines are wide open. What's up? Who's calling?
Yes, this is Gift to C. Johnson.
What's up, Gift? How you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it going, brother?
What's
man,
up?
It's a pleasure to be speaking with you right now.
Much respect, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I was just calling man, just to say, man, I really enjoy what you're doing with the Hidden Colors series.
Yes, sir.
I've even been teaching classes on it in my neighborhood in the art.
Yes,
and
indeed.
I also want to find out how to, get a loan as far as, for an up-and-coming, business or whatever.
Now, you're trying to get what for an up-and-coming business?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get more information on, I overheard, the last, previous caller speak about, how your company was, helping people, that's trying to start a business.
Yes, indeed.
And,
yeah. What we're doing, we're giving, we're giving like micro loans to, brothers and sisters out here who are trying to start, businesses, small businesses. So we're giving little loans, a few $1,000s just to get you off the ground a little bit. And we want people to just kind of get a business plan together, let us know what they've done in the past, and then we'll hook you up and we'll help you out. And just write something, get it together, and just email it to us.
Yes, I definitely like do that. I have my business plan all together. What it is I'm trying to start up is actually a clothing line, as well as a history bookstore.
Oh, there you go.
And it's crazy because it's like I've had this name it's called Elite Culture Group, ECG, and then I've seen that it's almost similar to something that you had when I stumbled upon you. I've seen that you used Elite too.
Yes,
but in the future, I want to see if there was a way that we can coincide and create something, and make business happen.
Yes, indeed, man. We'll chop it up, man. Email me, man. We'll chop it up, man. Thanks for the call, fam. Yes, indeed. Well, my man, they still talking about the Seabiscuit dude. She should talk nasty to him. She said, "Hey, nigga. Oh, yes, nigga. Put a chicken pot pie on my titty, nigga. Just say something crazy." She got to start talking crazy back. Yes, indeed. But again, here is the link again to the Kickstarter for Hidden Colors 4. Everybody, please put that up on your page. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, man? This is Diesel out of VA.
What's up, Diesel? How you doing, man?
All right. How about yourself, Tariq?
I'm good. What's on your mind?
Yeah, man. I have this one cool idea for a business I'm thinking about.
All right.
I want to bring back the arcade.
Okay.
You think that's decent?
Do you think people will go? Do you think people will go to it?
What's up?
Do you think people will go to the arcade because they got a lot of home video games already?
Right, but I mean, we got the older crowd. Nostalgia comes sometimes bring people back and stuff.
Okay. Well, that's something you got to think about because the thing is, the reason why a lot of arcades kind of went down is because of home entertainment. But the arcades that's popping now are the arcades where you can do physical games, like you can do the air hockey, you can do the basketball, stuff like that. So if you're thinking in those terms, that's something that you can.
That's basically it. It's almost like a Chuck E. Cheese, but like more for my crowd, like the adult space.
Yes, indeed. All right, well, holler at me about it, man. Let me know what you got planned, and we'll chop it up. Thanks for the call, brother. Yes, indeed. Man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see who we got on the phone. And don't forget to join me in London, March 15th, for my lecture. I'm doing a live lecture in London. Go to backtoblackempire.com. Blackempire.com. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Hi, my name's Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
From
Where are you calling from?
Toronto.
Toronto. What's on your mind, Vanessa, in Toronto?
Oh, hi. I've been chat room. Go by the name of Afro Babe, and I'm not trying to troll, and I respect what you do.
Your name is Afro Babe?
Yeah, and I'm the one that's basically posting something that. So I'm just going to get to the point now.
Okay.
I believe you said something that was very erroneous and detrimental to Black empowerment, and basically it ties into how can we, like you said, something along the lines of having a Black grandparent makes you Black.
Okay.
And I'd like to know how's that logically possible if you're 3/4 Caucasian or Asian and whatnot. You're not just a light-skinned person. You're literally more or less another race. And I'm not trying to say that.
Okay.
Being mixed means that, okay, you know, that you're not part of the struggle, if you will, but that's not a Black person. Every other group doesn't embrace people that are half of them as them, or lets them represent them. And that's basically the point of what I'm trying to say. It's detrimental. And if we're going to have Black empowerment, we got to have this need to know what Black is. And it's not a colorism thing, because light-skinned Black people are not the same as biracial people.
Okay, so are you biracial?
No, I'm not. I'm black.
Okay, but you say if a person has a black grandparent, they're not black, but yeah, they are. And the thing is, the thing is, you still have that black bloodline. You still have that black bloodline. You got black in your bloodline. And
what about the white supremacist? He had black in his bloodline as well. But he looks nothing like you or me.
Exactly. But the thing is, what makes a person a white supremacist is how they are socially accepted by other white supremacists. And if you have a black grandparent, most likely you're going to still have traces of the black phenotype. Very rarely, some black people do get to pass. But the thing is, you better not let nobody know you got a damn black grandparent. Because the white supremacists, because we live in a white supremacist structure, unfortunately, they set the rules and they enforce the rules. So, in a white supremacist society, you are classified as black if you have a black grandparent. And now a lot of us don't like that, and that in Toronto too. Don't play that Toronto is more liberal bullshit, because they are
we're
not.
No, we're not.
Let's not go there now, because people try to make Toronto.
But there is a distinction made.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Because I've had a lot of people talk about how liberal Canada is and how the white women.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I know the deal about Canada too. But in a white supremacist, and white supremacy is in Canada too. Let's keep it.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. In a white supremacist society, when they determine who's black, and if you got a black grandparent, you are not white. And that's what we really have to understand. When you are not white, all of this other shit, well, I'm biracial, I'm mixed, well, that person is mulatto, Creole, that's something that the white supremacists allow you to do to confuse yourself. The only thing that matters to them is that you are not white. All that other, I'm Dominican, Creole, don't mean shit in the white supremacist power structure, because you're not them, and they're going to dominate all of you. Do you understand that? That's why I say we're all the same, whether we like it or not. We can sit up here and bicker about your grandma being light and not dark, and I'm black and you ain't dark enough and you large. We can argue all day, but at the end of the day, when the lights go down and the street lights turn on, we're going to be dominated by the people who are classified as white. Did I say anything erroneous in that statement?
So Soledad O'Brien's children, they look as white as ever. Are they going to go through the same things that you would go through as a black man? Because if you notice, I'm not noticing close to white people, men being shot down in the streets by police at the same frequency. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but do you really think that Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin would be dead had they not been green-eyed and one shade away from being white with one black grandparent? I don't see that happen.
Well, the thing is, and I'm going to talk about this real deep on my Sunday show, on my Wednesday show. Unfortunately, the darker people, because of the white supremacist power structure, live in the most economically deprived areas. And that's what law enforcement, they're targeting those areas first. They're targeting the economically deprived area. So where Tamir Rice was, that was an economically deprived area. Ferguson was an economically deprived area where Mike Brown was killed. Now, Trayvon Martin was not in an economically deprived area, but the thing is, he encountered a white supremacist who didn't think he belonged there. And I don't think if he was light-skinned, that would have mattered. I really don't think that would have mattered. That was
not light-skinned, mostly white. Because light-skinned black people do exist, but there's a difference between being mostly white versus a light-skinned black person still has a black mother and father.
Right.
But how can I get with a man who's Japanese versus a man that looks like Wesley Snipes, and I'm still producing the same thing?
But when you say mostly white, there are people who are brown who have a white parent. Barack Obama is more white because he has a white parent, but he's a brown-skinned black man. You understand that? So nobody knows what your parent...
Rashida Jones looks like a white woman. Yeah, Jennifer Beals looks like a white woman, and they're both half black.
Exactly.
So phenotypes are very... There is no specific phenotype for people that are biracial. They vary. However, regardless of the phenotype, biracial is biracial. Some with blacks. In fact, you have dark-skinned people who are biracial. Let's just say I get with the Mexican.
Right.
A lot of them are dark, and my child will still be biracial versus a light-skinned black person who is black.
In the system of white supremacy, biracial is a very recent term. When they started making the racial classifications, for example, like in the late 1800s, there were only 3 race classifications. There was only 3: black, white, mulatto. That was it. and all that biracial, they didn't give a shit about none of that stuff. And they still don't. And because if you're classified as non-white, you are looked at as the enemy. Now, some people will subjugate you more. Now, a person like Rashida Jones, she's not going to be targeted more as far as violence because it's an economic thing. Her economics, they're together. She's not in an economic position to be targeted like that, but they will target people like her in other ways. Because people like that, for example, people like her who are real light, you got to be in denial. That's the thing. In order to be halfway accepted by the dominant society. And when I say halfway, they don't fully accept you if they know you got that black phenotype. They don't fully accept her. Now, just like, for example, with her, with one of the Jones sisters, I don't know if it was Rashida or the Khadija, whatever their names are. I get their names mixed up. But the one who's the actress on the television show. The other day, she was on the red carpet, and a white reporter, a white commentator said to her, "Wow, your skin is so dark. You look like you've been tanning. Have you been tanning? It's so dark." And Rashida was like, "Well, I'm what'd she say? I'm ethnic." She didn't say I'm
ethnic. Yes.
Yeah, she's ethnic.
Yes.
You dig? And she was kind of embarrassed to be put on the spot like that.
So basically, you're saying if you're non-white, then you will be targeted by white supremacists. That is a fair argument. So based on what you're saying, Ben, that means there shouldn't be a concerted effort to gather black people only, because technically everybody else is non-white. I mean, if having black in you makes you black, why can't we include the Latinos or other people that are ambiguous?
When do the Latinos include us in any of their empowerment sessions?
They do not.
So why
but they still have black in them. I don't think we should at all. We shouldn't include anyone in our movement. But people that are racially ambiguous, and especially 3/4 Caucasian, I mean, come on, it doesn't make any sense. How can we enforce black economic empowerment, but with non-black families, I can have a white husband?
Wait, because you're losing me, sister. You're kind of losing me. I'm trying to.
Okay,
because you're all over the place. Let's get clear what you're saying now, because what's your basic argument is what?
My basic argument is that in every group, you need a white mother and a white father, white child. Asian mother, Asian father, Asian child. In our group, if we're going to minimize the confusion and really keep our focus black-centered and be represented properly, then we have to give people who have black mothers and black fathers the true definition of a black person. Now, I'm not saying you have to be 100% black, because I know you'll have to say, well, there's admixture from way back when. That's fine. But how can I get with a man who's Irish versus a man who's Nigerian and I'm producing the same thing? It doesn't make sense.
Well, my thing is this. My thing is this, because, again, you're kind of all over the place. My thing is this. Whoever identifies themselves as black or melanoid or people who want to have a system of black empowerment, whether you're light, dark, or whatever, if you say I'm a black person and I'm down for black empowerment, I'm a melanoid person, I'm down for melanoid empowerment, I'm rolling with you. That's it. If you're a person, because there are black people who are mixed, who do not identify with other black people. Those are people that we don't need to rock with. I'll be the first to say we do not need to rock with them whatsoever. Even though they're still black and they're not going to get accepted in the dominant white society. And what happens usually, they come back to us with their tails between their legs like, hey man, they so racist out there. Like, no, okay, just do you. But if people identify themselves as black and they want to empower themselves and us as a group, let's roll with them. That's my thing.
Fair enough. Like, we can take your allegiance, but you see the infighting that comes with that. Do you not see the whole fiasco with, we have biracial women being used to represent black women, like even within the media, like the whole Aaliyah debacle, where they use this racially ambiguous girl who's half black to play this black woman. There was a big uproar. I mean, who gets to represent?
But the girl looked, but nobody knew that the girl was half black, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's because she didn't look like. She just.
But she looked like Aaliyah. The girl looked like Aaliyah. I mean, if you're going to be very honest, now you're being disingenuous. The girl looked like Aaliyah. They got somebody who looked like Aaliyah.
Looked like Aaliyah.
Who?
Oh. So you mean, I'm talking about the first girl, not the second mixed girl.
Okay. Because, sister, you're all over the place. See, and that's another thing. If you're talking about empowerment, you can't get sidetracked on petty stuff about who they cast and stuff like that.
It's just an example, because there's a lot of infighting and confusion, and I just think if we're going to minimize it, we can't have people, someone that has, you can pledge allegiance to black empowerment, but who gets to represent blackness? You can't be 3/4 Irish and represent the image of a black person versus someone that's too black.
But so are you saying that the person who's supposed to represent blackness, they got to be
the image?
Okay, the image of black. Who's going to represent the image of black people? Who do you suggest?
Hey, I said you can be light skinned, dark skinned, it doesn't matter. But black mother and father, we should start there. But how can you have green eyes?
Okay, now let's go there. Let's say a person has a black mother and father, and the white supremacists say, okay, we're going to put a black person on television who has a black mother and father to represent black people. And you know what they're going to do? Come here, Larry Elder. Larry Elder has a black mother and father. Should he represent black people?
Well, he's still black. He's a coon, but he's still a black man, because they can still get a biracial person to coon.
But Larry Elder has a black mother and a black father, and he's a pretty dark-skinned black man. Should he represent black people because he's black?
His views do not represent black people, but he is a black man.
And what does him being a black man do for us as a group?
Well, look, at the end of the day, it's
no. Answer that question, sister. No. Don't sidetrack that.
Okay.
What does him as a black man who's a big fucking coon do for us as black people just because he's black?
He ain't doing shit.
Exactly, sisters. But
he's still a black man.
That don't mean nothing. A motherfucker who's a black and a coon don't mean nothing. That we got to get off that. Well, he's black, so we got to kind of give him some type of allegiance. Coons, because somebody has melanin in their skin, Larry Elder, a nigga like that is dangerous. So it's about who they identify with mentally. Who do they identify with? If you're a light-skinned person, you identify with black empowerment, I can rock with you. They're jet black people who will cut every black person's throat if they wanted to, if they had a chance to. So let's get off that whole skin tone thing. The skin tone thing don't make it. It's not about skin tone. With people who are classified as non-white, it's about your mentality and your consciousness. It's all about your mentality. Let's get into people's mentality and their intentions and what they want to do to empower each other. That's what we have to look at.
So let me ask one last question, because you got to go on.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
So it's all about mentality. So basically what you mentally identify with, that's what you are, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So if you are biracial, because like you said before, you have mixed people that want nothing to do with us and want to identify with their other side, whether it be white or Asian or
which a lot of people do.
How come they can't?
Which a lot of people are like that.
So how come they don't have just as much right to call themselves white or Asian or Indian or what have you?
Because white supremacy society don't allow them to. They can call themselves anything.
To maintain power.
But the people who are in power, who call the shots, who have the muscle, the legal ramifications, and the military, who call the shots will say, no, you are not white. I don't give a damn what you call yourself. You are not us.
And the Asians as well.
And the Asians as well. Exactly.
But if we're going to have the same power, if we're going to wield the same power, which we're trying to do, aren't we supposed to wield the same? I mean, we can embrace your allegiance. Like, you don't have to be white to be white supremacist. But we'll accept your allegiance. But how can I look at you as black like me and you're half Scottish? And I have no issue with you, but how can you be the same as me?
Well, baby, sweetheart, we've been in the North American continent, if we're going to be very realistic, sweetie, we've been mixed in, and there's all types of stuff mixed in with us already, because remember, we were bred on plantations. Black people, men and women, were raped, studded out, so we already have a whole bunch of shit mixed in us. That's why we don't have the same African phenotypes as people in West Africa. We don't have the same phenotypes as those brothers for the most part. Now, you go over there and you see some people who we look similar, but for the most part, we don't have the same phenotype that we had when we were brought over, and also that we had when we were already Aboriginal people here. So
Are white Europeans, are white Americans not mixed too?
They are definitely mixed. Because definitely a mix. They're mixed with a whole bunch of shit. But the thing is, they call the shots on who is white and who is not, and it's not based on genetics. Whiteness has nothing to do with genetics. If you ask a white supremacist what genetically makes you white, they cannot give you an answer. White supremacy is based on your social standard, your social status, and that's determined by the white supremacists on top. They determine who's going to be white and who's not. And a lot of people who are white now were not white 50 and 60 years ago. So the white supremacists determine who's going to be white, and they have not determined that biracial black people are white. That's just the way it is.
All right.
It's a social construct. Right. They run what's going on in this society, and we can call ourselves whatever. Black people have been trying to name themselves all types of shit to get away from being subjugated by white supremacy. And that naming has not worked. That has not stopped us from being subjugated by white supremacy. You feel me?
I understand exactly what you're saying. But lastly, so I can get with a Chinese man and produce a black child.
Yes, you can.
The conclusion.
You can, of course.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree, but I think
I don't know what we're disagreeing on. What are we disagreeing on, sweetie?
Oh no, I'm just because again, I'm like hearing where and let me tell it to you, I am West African, of West African background. Okay. And I can tell and I can tell you that even over there, they embrace people that obviously mixed people, but they don't embrace them as black. There is a distinction made between someone who is mixed and black, and it's not to divide and say you're better or whatnot. But I don't see how I can still get with a Chinese man and produce black offspring, but yet my offspring will not be considered. And if we're going to talk about wealth and economic empowerment, how can you expect my child? And like, okay, we have black people that want nothing to do with blackness, but all of a sudden we're going to expect someone that's 50% or more of another group to automatically pledge allegiance to blackness. I understand you're talking about it from a mentality perspective, but we have to admit that on a social level, we're not treated the same. Being closer to the white in proximity does give you more leverage, and I'm not. No,
it don't, sister. More leverage for what? More leverage. It gives you more leverage for what?
But like I said, I'm not seeing people that look like Sylvia Data Brand's children.
Ma'am, please show me all of these light-skinned people who are running shit somewhere. Where are these light-skinned black people that's just running shit all insane?
I'm not saying they're running anything.
Well, what are you saying, sister? You're saying talking about they're getting something, they're getting more leverage. I mean, either they're running something or they're not, sister. What are they running?
Look, if you can pass for white more than someone else, you are...
Passing for white is different. Now, if you look white enough to pass, that's different. Now, if people know that you're not white... If people know that you're not really white, that's different too. Because everybody who's classified as white are basically passing to a certain degree. Because when you look back into their background, especially Italians were considered mulatto 60 years ago. But they're passing now. So a black person who's passing, that's a whole different thing. But we're just talking about light-skinned black people who are distinguishable as being light-skinned. You're making it seem like they're getting something that other black people are not getting, which they are not.
I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying they're getting a whole lot, and I'm not trying to say they're not discriminated against. So I don't want anyone to say, hey, she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. I'm mixed, and I get treated like crap. I fully acknowledge that they do get treated poorly just as well. But let's even forget about white people for a second. Let's talk about Asians. How come, like I said, if I get with the Chinese man, the Asians will not accept my child as Asian? But how is it I'm wrong because I don't consider that child black?
I don't understand that question, sweetie. I don't understand that.
The Asians wouldn't accept my child as Asian if I had a child with an Asian man.
Okay.
But yet still, I'm supposed to look at someone half Asian as black. But yet I'm wrong. And okay, let's not even talk about black people. If half white, half Asian, Asians don't accept that child as Asian, and whites don't accept that child as white.
Well, the thing is, technically, in the system of white supremacy, the Asian child, you have an Asian black child, that child is just going to be black in a system of white supremacy. That's what we live in. We live in a system of white supremacy. They live in a system of white supremacy, and the child is going to be considered black. and he's going to be treated like a black person. He's going to be discriminated against and disallowed to have certain resources like a black person. So it would be logical for this person who's disenfranchised by white supremacy to join up with other disenfranchised people and acquire empowerment so that they can protect themselves from the degradation of the white supremacists. So that's why...
So where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line then? Because if a person, like, okay, someone could come to you and say, well, my great-grandparent is black. I'm black too, and I look fully Caucasian. Where do we draw the line and say, okay, now you're just going a little too far. You ain't black no more.
Sweetie, I told you that 30 minutes ago. I told you 30 minutes ago. And you got to get to a point where you take the information and you run with the information instead of just kind of going in circles. Because now you're kind of going in circles, sister. And I told you 30 minutes ago, anybody who self-identifies as black, we can roll with them. You can roll with them. Hey, I'm a black man. I'm a black woman. I'm mixed. But I'm black. I identify with a black person because I struggle too, and I got to deal with white supremacy. So I want to empower myself and other brothers and sisters. That's the kind of person I want to roll with. Now, if a person is mixed and they're like, well, I can't deny my mom. I can't deny my dad. My dad is black and my mom is white, and I can't just say I'm black. I'm Camblin Asian. Stay your ass over there, Camblin Asian. So that's how we distinguish that. People who are kind of confused or whatever, they can do what they do. But people who say, hey, look, I'm down for black empowerment. I understand that the white supremacists are the enemy. I want to do something to protect myself and my group from them. That's who we roll with. Does that make sense, sister? That makes sense.
You know what? Yes and no, because so you can look like Iggy and say I'm black because my great
Iggy looks like she's like a damn pale white girl. There's nothing black about her. There's nothing.
Pale white people like Craig Cobb.
She look okay now, sister. You all over the place now. Iggy, you talking about Iggy Azalea? That's so much of a fake hypothetical. That's not even a realistic hypothetical situation. That woman looks white, and if she wasn't white, she could easily pass for white if she wasn't. So now you're making false equivalency arguments, ma'am. So anyway, sounds like you just.
Well, thank you. I won't keep you, but thank you very much.
All right, sister. Thank you so much. Have a good day. All right. Now she's just talking. Okay, she's just talking just for attention at this point. Yeah, she's just talking for attention. Now bringing up these crazy hypotheticals. All right, sister. Just going on and on. And again, we don't need to be confused. We don't need to be confused. And again, that's why we need to really unravel this whole interracial dating thing. Because again, I don't knock what you do. I don't knock anybody for dating interracially. But black folks, unfortunately, you have to stop being confused by dating interracially. You got to stop being confused by that. Excuse me. Because that confuses the hell out of black folks. Black folks get very confused. How much we got on the Kickstarter? We got 15,000 on Kickstarter. And that's good. We're doing good. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep that momentum going, family. We are doing our thing on Kickstarter. We are doing our thing. We're going to make it happen. And callers like that, that's the reason why we need to keep it. We got to keep it happening. Because people get confused out here. Yes, indeed. We in here heavy. What's up, Papaya? Call in, Papaya. Loving Papaya, call in. Now, Loving Papaya is Asian. Husband black, we have a son. I would like to... Papaya, call in. You haven't called in a minute, Loving Papaya. I want Loving Papaya to call in. Yeah, that caller was very confused. I want Papaya to call in. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, Tariq?
What's up, bro? Who is this?
My name's O. I'm from Rhode Island.
O from Rhode Island. What's on your mind, O?
Nothing much, man. I heard the last topic. I don't know what the girl's name is. She called in?
Yeah. She called from Toronto.
Oh, okay. She's talking about the Knicks thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to chime in, man. I thought it was interesting. You and her points. I do want to say I agree with her. I kind of stand where she stands on the topic.
Like, what do you agree with?
I think that people who are mixed are not black.
Okay.
I think that in our community, we don't think of blackness as a physical thing, but other groups of people obviously look at themselves as a physical identity. I think
but
it's
you say,
cool.
how are mixed people not black? What are they?
They're physically not black. They're physically half black or partially black and something else, but they're not fully black.
Okay.
They're not a black person. Like, being black is a physical thing. Like, you can go to Africa, you can see black people. You can go in many different communities in America, you can see people who are physically black. They have black skin, dark skin, brown skin, curly, really coiled hair. That's just a physical thing.
Okay, brother, I was just in Tahiti. I saw people who look just like you described, and they don't classify themselves as black. So what are they?
Well, do they have dark skin and kinky, coily hair?
There's people darker than me with afros.
Okay, so are they not black then?
They don't classify themselves
black,
as
they're
black.
not mixed then, right?
They don't classify themselves as black. They're not even mixed. They're just people they're Tahitian. It's people I got pictures on my Instagram with Tahitian people darker than me. There's a sister with a big old ass, pretty sister over there. Ain't got not really African. She's Tahitian. Been in Tahiti. Her family's there for thousands of years. And if she came over here, she would look like a black person. But over there, they're not classified. They wouldn't identify themselves or classify themselves as black. If you ask them what they are, well, I'm Tahitian.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. So
what are they? What would they be?
Let me ask you this. What is the barometer of blackness?
Whatever the white supremacists say it is. Whatever the white supremacists say it is, because you live in a system of white supremacy.
Okay. Now, white supremacists or white people in general, they can have their own cultural or I guess, stereotypical definitions of what they think of as blackness. But shouldn't what blackness be the same thing as what Africans or black people have always been for thousands of years? I mean, we've been on this earth longer than 500 years. So
we weren't calling ourselves black for thousands of years.
Okay, it's okay if we weren't calling ourselves black for 1,000 years, but we were still the same physical thing 500,000, 20,000 years ago. Why should that change because there's a couple of white people who don't like us and feel they can say that any other type of human being that has a partial amount of our DNA?
But the white people are the ones who classified us as black. We were not classified as black before the white supremacists. Do you understand that?
Okay, I can understand. That's fair. But do you understand? They use that as a term of descriptive. When they came to Africa and enslaved Africans, they used black as a descriptive of people with very dark skin, coily hair, certain types of features. That's just a description. When they came to America, they called Native Americans red men because they felt they had a red tint to their skin.
No, brother, no.
You know, that is actually what they did. And if you look at it, the Moors in Spain,
that's not what they did. That's not what
that is what they did. That is what they did. The Moors in Spain, they called those black African men Moors, which means black. Mm-hmm. They're saying they have very dark skin. And they didn't call people from India who are Hindu, they never called them black. They have dark skin, but they're not associating their blackness the same way they associate our blackness.
Well, why didn't they call Hindus black then?
Because they just call them Hindi.
But why didn't they call them black if they were dark?
They called us
if
Negro.
They were darker than the Moors, the black people in Europe, why didn't they call the Hindus black too?
I didn't say they were darker than the Moors. I'm saying
they
have
are.
dark skin,
the
but they never associated.
The Dravidians are darker than most Africans. The Dravidians are jet black over there. How come they don't call them black?
I'm saying that they're calling us black, associating us with having dark skin and having certain types of features and certain type of hairstyle.
But there are people
now, the
who
reason
are.
Why
Wait, no,
call,
you're trying to don't change the subject,
Indian,
brother. Don't try to change the subject. I want you. You got to answer that.
No, I'm not trying to change it.
But
I'm
you
not
got
trying to change it.
You got to answer that, brother.
Okay,
You got to
answer
answer
the question again.
You got to see. You can't jump all over the place. You can't say something and then it contradicts and then you run into something else, brother.
Okay, I didn't say something that was contradictory, but there's one thing you were doing in the last call, which isn't very good. You were saying that the other sister was jumping around the area. That's not really fair.
She was jumping
around. People are making valid points. You can't just say that we're jumping around.
No, because that sister. No. The sister was jumping around.
You can't just say.
Okay, bro, I'm putting you on hold. Brother, you're on hold right now because you're not going to talk over me. All right. Let's just keep it pushing. All right.
And certain types of features.
Brother, hold on. Wait. He's still talking. Let me let him pipe down just a little bit because he can't just keep talking. And the young lady was jumping all over the place. She started talking about Iggy Azalea, then talking about your grandmother, then Asians. She was jumping all over the place. All right, there you go. All right, I put you on hold, brother, because what you're not going to do, you can't just talk over me on my show, brother. That's not going to happen.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry about that.
Because nobody heard none of that shit you were saying, brother. Because that's kind of disrespectful to keep talking, and I'm trying to get you to specify something, and you're just going to kind of spout on and on. That you can't do that. But now,
I'm sorry about that. Right. My fault.
So my thing is this: they started classifying us as black and red and all that. Really in the 1700s. That classification didn't come about until the 1700s. When you look at the documents in America during the 1600s, they really didn't refer to people as black at the time. They would refer to them as African, Englishmen. They would refer to you geographically. Then, later on in the 1600s, they started using Negro more often. And in the 1700s, they started making the classifications of white, black, red, brown, yellow, and all that. That came in the 1700s by the white supremacists who just literally made up a racial color class out the blue. Asian people are not yellow. The Native Americans are not really red, but the white supremacists made these classifications as a way to control all non-white people. Got that?
Right.
So my thing is, if we get caught up in, well, this person ain't black enough and that person is light and all that, that's some plantation shit that has us bickering among each other and not looking at the white supremacists as a group. We need to collectively, whoever identifies themselves as black or non-white, I can deal with non-white, but especially black, we need to look at the white supremacists and say, these people are oppressing us. What are we going to do to replace that system with a system of justice?
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
How is, if we do what me and the other sister are suggesting, how is that mutually exclusive things? No. How can't we join together with people who are partially black, people who are non-white, such as, Arab, Asian, and other groups, and still be on our own terms maintained as a certain type of being, which is black? How can't we be black and still join together with other non-whites and tackle white supremacy? I'm not saying white supremacy is not a valid thing that we have to destroy. That's the biggest thing on this earth right now, white supremacy. But I don't see how we can't maintain our own identity and our own physical look that's been on this earth for thousands of years, longer than whites and mixed people as well. How can't we contain that identity and work with non-whites? I don't understand. Do you understand where I'm coming from on that?
I'm trying to understand. So
I don't see.
So how can we maintain our identity, our look?
Like physically, we are black. We are Africans.
Okay.
We're not mixed.
We are.
People who are mixed race have never looked as like Africans. They've never existed in our group until slavery. People who look like mixed race people have never existed in our group until slavery.
Right.
And at the same time, we can still tackle white supremacy, maintaining that same identity and that same physical genetic look we've had.
So basically what you're saying, basically what we need to do is get a bunch of dark and dark brown people and collectively look at each other as a group and tackle white supremacy at the exclusion of light-skinned mixed black people. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, you're gonna have to explain it because I don't know what you're saying then. I don't know what you're saying then. What are you saying?
No, I'm saying
you gotta say it in terms that's easily understandable.
Work with other, huh?
You gotta say what you're saying in very easily understandable terms, brother. Make it real plain what you're trying to say, man. Make it real plain. We should do what? Okay, let's say this. So I can understand, because you and that young lady, the problem is y'all all over the place. I don't even know where you're going. I don't even know what you're talking about. So let's say you are in charge. What's your name again, brother?
My name's O.
Oh, you're in charge. You're the boss. All people of color in America are going to listen to O. What are you going to do? What's the plan, O? What are we going to do to challenge white supremacy, all people of color? You're the boss. You're the general. What's the game plan? As far as working as a group and all that. What are we doing?
Now, who is all people of color? Are you talking about black people or people of African descent? Or are you talking about every other group of people? I just have to ask you that first.
Okay.
I can give you a good answer, but I'm just asking you first.
Okay.
Who's all people of color?
Because you were mentioning we should work with other groups and all. So let's just say everybody considered non-white. Mexicans, Asians, light-skinned blacks, dark-skinned blacks, everybody who is not classified as white. What is the plan? What are you? You're the boss. You're going to section everybody off because the goal is to challenge white supremacy and bring about justice. So now you're going to section people off somehow. What's your plan?
Okay, I'll play this game.
No, that would just make me understand where you're coming from. That's all. But go ahead.
No, okay, I'll let you know. I can't say what Mexicans and Chinese and other groups of people are going to do.
Okay.
I think people who are black, who are not mixed, but black, light-skinned, dark-skinned, but not mixed, but black, they should work together economically. They should work together politically. They should work together to move their economics up so they can build businesses and they can build schools.
Got it. Okay, now let's stop right there. We got to stop.
Networks in other countries as well.
Wait. Okay, let's stop right there. So black people who are not mixed. So how do we determine who's mixed or not? Mixed how?
If you have a black mother and a black father, you're a black person.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool.
You can't be mixed and look like Drake.
Okay.
There's no black. You're not black.
You do.
And you look like Drake. That's not possible. You're not black and have a Jewish mother.
Well,
you're not black and have an Asian mother or Asian father. That's not black.
You do have light-skinned black people with two black parents, though. You know that, right? You got very light-skinned people.
I said if you're light-skinned, if you have two black parents, you're black.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're mixed, you're not black. Now, everybody who's black should work together economically and politically. They should get a code, just like you say, and we should work together to build up our communities and challenge white supremacy in a very strategic and smart way.
Okay. So
but
Frederick, with your logic, so what we should do, people like Frederick Douglass, we should disregard everything that he said because Frederick Douglass.
I never said that we should disregard what people have done. I'm just saying they're not the same thing as us. Doesn't mean that they can't help us.
So Frederick Douglass was one of the most.
Frederick Douglass, brother, was an identity.
Frederick Douglass was one of the most prolific black activists in history, but he had a white parent. So we should, according to your logic, we should disregard Frederick Douglass and everything that he stood for because he's not really. But he's not black, according to you.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that you're missing.
Oh, please tell me.
I respect men who have done things regardless of their race. I don't have a problem with what Frederick Douglass
according to what you just said.
According
to what, sir, wait. But so Frederick Douglass is not a black man.
He's not a black man but he's done great things.
So Frederick Douglass.
That's what you're missing from what I'm saying. He's a wonderful man, done great things for black people and for people in America and people all around the world. He's done great things, but he's not a black man.
You're telling us that Frederick Douglass, who was a slave,
is not a black man.
who was not, he's Frederick Douglass, who was a slave and who fought for black people vehemently, who was treated like garbage by the white society, treated like a Negro. You're telling us that he was not a black man?
Yes, he's not a black man.
Okay.
You just said he has a white mother, right?
Yes. No, his dad was white. His father was white.
Okay, his father was white. So he's not a black man. That's clear. The only place...
This nigga said Frederick Douglass was not a black man. I'm not gonna. Okay. All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is why we're working on Hidden Colors 4. We cannot have this type of confusion and niggertry going on in the black community. This nigga just called to my show with thousands of people listening and just told us Frederick Douglass, who was a slave and fought himself out of slavery, advocated for black people, was treated like a Negro, the whole nine, just told us that the great Frederick Douglass, one of the greatest black activists in history, was not a black man. This is why we got to have real information out here. This is why we got to have real information out here. Go to Kickstarter. What's up? Who's calling?
Black first, brother.
Brother, this is the Black Authority. Thank God I need help tonight. My man Jason.
I heard it. It's been outrageous. And this is the reason why documentaries like this have to be made, because we've had so much brainwashing. Now we need some brain cleansing.
Yes, indeed. Jason, first, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
I wasn't going to call or anything. I was just listening tonight, and you said the thing what you said about interracial dating, and you were going to talk about that. And I guess you're on the same wavelength as me.
Yes.
Because I was going to say something about it, but I'm so wrapped up in trying to get this thing I'm working on taken care of. And first of all, for black people to even be talking about interracial dating at all, it's one thing if we were saying it from a standpoint of healthiness, but we're saying it from an ill standpoint.
Yes, indeed.
Because our reasons and our motivations are ill.
Yes.
We're not doing it for healthy reasons. Mm-hmm. We are doing it for the most harmful and sick of reasons, that we're trying to shore up something in ourselves. We don't care what the person is. We don't care what they've done. They can be a child molester, whatever. If they have this skin color qualification, they're going to give us something that we feel we don't already have. And that's the worst reason to be with anybody. You do math lessons. You don't ever get with somebody to try to give something to yourself. You know, you don't try to find your other half. You need to be a whole.
Yes,
and then you go find another whole. And you, like hands, you don't get half a hand and go look for another half a hand. You get a whole hand and then get another hand. And now we got a whole person.
Exactly.
There's where we're wrong there, first of all. So for white people who are just loving that because they're the object of desire, the reason is bad. The other problem is that we don't understand how war is played.
Yeah.
And as black people, we've been suckered for so long, especially black men in particular. This carrot's been dangled in front of us. You can't have a white woman. You can't have a white woman. You can't have a white woman. And then what that does is that raises the stock and the value of white women.
Yes, indeed.
To the point that black men will do anything to have it.
Absolutely.
Now, once I've got you in a state where you will do anything, at that point, I can start trading off. Because you see, in chess, you don't know the difference between a pawn and a rook. You don't know the difference between the two. Obviously, if you're saying that, well, if I can get one, I've won.
Exactly.
If I can get a white person, I've won. And don't you understand? They're like, well, if you'll trade me the Michael Jackson music catalog, you can have my daughter.
Exactly.
Even exchange, I'll take it. I win. And he's just sitting there looking at you like the pilgrims who gave the Indians in Manhattan beads for the island of Manhattan. Here you go. You won. Yes, we did. All right. Go ahead. And it's amazing that in the year 2015, we would still fall for that at this point. We're still suckers for that game that we're telling ourselves he would never give off his daughter. That's his most prized possession.
Exactly.
Please, as you've been trying to explain to the previous two callers, his most prized possession is not his daughters or his sons. His most prized possession is his power, wealth, and influence. That is what he is passing on from generation to generation. What determines your race? As you said, we're living in a white supremacist culture. What determines your race? You already told them, I guess they didn't get it. 3 things. Your blood, your lineage, or should I say your skin color, your lineage, and your allegiance. Those are the 3. There's a formula that determines that. That's the formula that whites have used.
Exactly.
Your skin color, your lineage, and your allegiance. Because if you don't have all 3 of those things, you're worthless. Clarence Thomas has got 2 of those things, but the 3rd one disqualifies him altogether.
Exactly. I was trying to explain that to the sister. I said, Larry Elder, but he's black, though. Do you know how dangerous Larry Elder is to us? I mean,
Larry Elder could do more damage to black people in 1 generation than the Ku Klux Klan did in 5.
Exactly.
And Dr. Claude Anderson has done more good for us in 1 generation than Larry Elder could do in 1,000,000 years.
Exactly.
By the way, if we want to get to that. Now let's talk about this skin color thing here. Nelson Mandela is lighter skinned than you and I.
Absolutely.
And is there anybody who would challenge his credentials? Is there anybody at all? Second of all, this idea of when they say, well, you have to be black. Well, what qualifies as black? Well, if you have a non-black parent, they always want to sit up here and try to do some mathematical formulation. Tell me, how do you tell if somebody is 50% black? Well, how did you determine that? Exactly. What was the test that you used that determined that this person is 50% black? How did you know they weren't 60% or 75? Exactly. And why is it they're disqualified at 50 but not disqualified at 75% black? Exactly. Why does that needle keep moving around like it does? Do you really have a real concrete plausible reason that means something for why you're saying this person is black and this one is not? Or is this just some personal emotional feeling that you have that you're subscribing to it? Because if that's the reason you're doing it, is based on some, well, I feel it in my bones that this is the right way to do it. Not, I settled on 50% because, well, hey, that's a majority. That works in politics, doesn't it? Politics and genetics, you're really confusing the 2?
It's heavy. And the needle just keeps moving when you hit them on one thing, then they switch it up. So this person is black and this person is not black if they dark skinned and woolly haired. But I just left Tahiti. Everybody over there looks like that. So are they black? Well, I don't know. Well, it's...
And if your real goal is what they were trying to say is they were trying to say about, we have to protect our lineage and, what good does it do if we have black people who do not look like black folk and whatnot? Well, you know what? I have no problem with your philosophy about that. However, what you are missing is the component of what good is it to have a whole bunch of dark-skinned black folk if they're just going to act like the black people in South Africa and give peace and reconciliation to their killers. Exactly. What good is that?
Exactly.
So you got all 3 of your components, or one of your components you said was so important, and that was what sold us down the river. But that doesn't matter in this imaginary world where, well, if we all get together as this darker phenotype, then everything is fine. Let me tell you, I would rather have 1,000 Claude Andersons than 1,000,000 Clarence Thomases and Larry Elders.
Exactly.
And if you can't tell the difference between the value of those, no wonder you can't get anywhere. White folk don't ask questions about certain things. You don't see them sitting up here fighting about, well, did I marry this person or marry that person? Their number one concern is power, wealth, and influence. Rupert Murdoch, his wife he just divorced. Power, wealth, and influence. Look at the exceptions of Freddie Prinze Jr., Jessica Alba. Take a look at what they're doing in California with the Hispanics and whatnot. Their first concern is not where they came from. Their first concern is how does this affect our power, wealth, and influence?
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, over in black society, what color are you? Really?
Well, you know what they want to do, Jason? They are trying to mimic the white supremacist color classification, but they don't want to mimic the economic foundation that the white supremacists created. You notice that?
What they think they're fighting fire with fire.
Exactly.
They think they're slick. They think that they're slick by half, and they really think that I'm going toe-to-toe with him, and they don't even realize what the foundation of it is.
Exactly.
You are going at the end of the day, what they're looking at is, what color are you? For you and me, we're saying at the end of the day, what did you do for our power, wealth, and influence?
Exactly.
That's what we're... So the schism between individuals like them and individuals like us is, what is your end goal? Exactly. Is your end goal to have a bunch of dark-skinned people? or is your end goal to have a bunch of prosperous Africans?
Absolutely. 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 So we got to get serious, man, because cats keep trying to deflect away from actually building something. Because at the end of the day, whatever skin tone you are as a group, what are we going to build? But, well, we got to determine who's going to be black and white. See, that's a whole deflection thing that they want to just get in a room and debate and go back and forth over something that's a non sequitur as an excuse to not get off your ass and do something. That's all that is.
What we do. Once you have divided the darks from the whites and whatnot, okay, now you've done that, and now what? And it won't change to anything else. Once we just separate the lighter blacks from the darker blacks, we can then start fighting about, well, who has the true religious adherence?
Oh, exactly.
It's not going to move on to something else. And then once you get done with that, it'll be, well, your vision of Mayad is not the same as my vision of Mayad. So we have to get these unbelievers. You never actually get to a point where you move forward. So once they get done with this, they'll move on to something else. They don't understand where you start is where you're going to end. If you didn't care about wealth and influence when you started, you're not going to wake up one day and suddenly get concerned about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's my thing. What are we going to do? Whenever we classify ourselves, look, we're non-white. As non-white people, what do we do to build? Well, who's really white? If you got a grandmama that's white and mulatto, then we go back into the damn circle again. You did?
And then they want to talk about Asians and Latinos, and I knew that one was coming.
Oh, yeah.
And I put a post earlier today where I said the problem is we can't build a black and brown and black and yellow coalition because Asians and Hispanics understand that what is in our best interest is not necessarily in their best interest. And when they walk out, you don't see any Hispanics out there marching to legalize Haitians and Nigerians.
Exactly.
They're out there marching to legalize their people. Now, you can come and walk with them to legalize their people, but they are not holding marches to legalize Africans. You haven't seen one march for the Haitian boat people.
Exactly.
Plenty for the Cubans, plenty for the Mexicans, but not one for the Haitian boat people, not one for Africans coming here. No Hispanics out there demonstrating for Africans who are not being granted asylum in the United States and being deported. Nothing for that, because they understand that what is in our best interest isn't in theirs. So we go round and round about these things that intellectually are of cosmic significance, but physically don't actually matter. No wonder we can't get anything done. And it's that kind of religious fervor for irrelevant things that makes other people say, just leave them as our customers. Don't think about investing with them, because this is what they spend their off time. Because right now, this is their off time. It's after the Super Bowl. This is what we spend our off time focusing on. You can only imagine what will happen if you let them in here to invest.
Exactly. Brother, I've been down to Mexico, man. There's light Mexicans, dark Mexicans, the whole thing. They don't sit up and say, okay, you dark, you light, you dark, you light. We're going to work as a group to get power, wealth, and influence when we get over that damn border. They don't get caught up in that bullshit. They're looking at that border and what we're going to do when we get across it.
And they don't quibble over what the definition of a Mexican is.
Exactly.
They don't quibble over what the definition of a Hispanic is. There's some light ethnic, rivalry between like Cubans and Colombians and Mexicans, but you damn sure can't tell in California.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
For driver's licenses and everything else, they know how to put that mess to the side long enough to get something done, whereas black people say, no, we got to deal with all these other differences, and we all have to be on the exact same page for everything, and you have to believe it the way I do before we will make a step. Why don't we get the damn money first?
Yes.
And then we can argue over light skin, dark skin. We'll actually have the luxury of quibbling over these things at that point. We got Daniel Pantaleo and Darren Wilson out here killing folks every day, but we're not focused on stopping. That's not the priority of getting the wealth and influence to stop that. The priority of these philosophical exercises we keep going through, as if that's really going to change anything. If you want to know about what light skin will get you, ask Jeremy Meeks how much protection being light-skinned and green-eyed will get you.
Exactly. That sister tried to play that real slick, talking about, well, Trayvon Martin and Mike Brown, they were dark. If they were lighter, they would have had it easier. Shit.
And what I say, this is an intellectual exercise that we masturbate in our own minds about. Now, the physical reality doesn't matter. I want to believe this.
Exactly.
And we got a bunch of folk who want to believe things but not know things.
Exactly.
But that gets in the way of it. And once you get done with that, well, light skin, dark skin, okay, once that vendetta is taken care of, what do you do next? And the reason why that question matters is because there's nothing stopping you from doing it now.
Exactly.
Why don't you just go get together with all those darker skinned black folks that you say we're going to build this thing with? Why aren't you not just gathering them together now and going? Why are you even bothering to debate this other over here, because the goal is to debate. The goal is not actually to move forward. I won't take any personal shots. I would just say, take a look at what people have built and what they haven't, and then you start to see a correlation between the people who haven't built anything and the people who have time to keep focusing and fixating on this year after year after year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of times people will try to play this whole thing where, well, they'll say, well, it's the light-skinned people, they're the problem and all this. And that gives them a way to not challenge the white supremacists. They can get to try to do this little power thing against the lighter-skinned people who are the substitute white supremacists in their mind. You dig that little psychological game they try to play?
Oh, absolutely, because it's so much easier to do that. We've perfected the art of focusing on petty little things in black society. Our goal is to say, well, I'll mess with another black person like that. But okay, once we clear that out of the way, you never hear a plan. What is the way forward to go slay the dragon? There's never actually a way forward. Just this idea that, well, if we perfect ourselves from within, everything will be fine. Okay, we're perfected. Now what? Exactly. Well, let's just keep perfecting. And that's what we spend generation after generation doing. But this is what we've taught ourselves, because in black society, we're not actually building anything.
Absolutely.
If we were, then we would already know that is inconsequential. You look for who can give you the best resources to build with, not the person who makes you feel a certain way.
Exactly. Man, real talk, Jason Black. Jason, let everybody know your website, man, where they can get 7 a.m. When is that coming out on DVD, brother?
God willing, DVDs will start shipping this week. We're going to be putting out 2 of those. We just had another screening in Canada yesterday, and we're trying to get another one in London. Okay. You can go to our website, 7ammovie.com. That's 7ammovie.com. And Tariq, of course, I mentioned this earlier tonight on my broadcast, but man, it's laying some fire on them now. Yes, Hidden Colors 3 dropped in summer of 2014. 7 a.m. dropped in winter of 2014. Yes, Hidden Colors 4 is coming up again. Yes, we're giving white supremacy hell. The coons are on the run. Yes. The Sambos are jumping ship. And just by laying it on them again and again, it's going to take a steady drumbeat of this. Yes. This is the kind of thing we should be working together on. Yes, this is the kind of thing we should be focusing on, not whether this person is light-skinned or whatever. Show me what you're building, and then you'll have a little bit of a better perspective on what really counts. Absolutely. Congratulations on that. I will be donating anonymously, but definitely, brother, is coming together nicely, and keep up the good work.
And congratulations on 7 a.m., man. Congratulations on 7 a.m. too, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right, brother. That's my man, Jason Black, spitting that hot fire as usual. Always spitting that hot fire. Yes, indeed, man. It's time to get busy. It's time to get busy, family. It is time to get busy. It is time to get busy, busy, busy. We can't be on that bullshit. Sitting up here talking about Frederick Douglass ain't black. Come on, dude. Come on, that's silly talk, man. This nigga called up to my show talking about Frederick Douglass ain't black. Come on, man. Oh, wow. Look, Kickstarter.com. Everybody go to, if you haven't already, go to Kickstarter. Contribute to Hidden Colors 4. Let me play the trailer again for those who have not seen it. For those who just got in the room, I see there's coons in the room, but that's okay. Like Jason said, man, we're coming with these documentaries. We're coming with this information. We're coming with the truth. The coons are shaking in their boots, because what's going to happen is that the coons, the white supremacists are going to start looking at their coon sideways like, hey, coon, are you in on all this empowerment talk? No, sir. I've been trolling the internet all day, sir. Let me play the Hidden Colors trailer for those who haven't seen it.
The Word of God says that the law is righteous. It is the holy declaration of the righteousness of God. Is there anything wrong with the law? No. The law remains righteous. Never has been anything wrong with it, never will be. You've created this religious world. Oh, I know you call yourself a Christian. I understand that. but you've learned down through the years to overlook so many things. You don't let them bother you anymore.
Very heavily militarized police that are using tear gas and rubber bullets.
What deed have you committed that eats at your soul? What secret do you harbor in your heart? When was the last time the Holy Ghost spoke to you?
There it is right there, man. That's the real deal. It's going down, family. That's Kickstarter. Go to Kickstarter. Yes, indeed. Go to Kickstarter and contribute. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here. It's almost 10 o'clock on the West Coast, man. It's been fun. We had a great time on tonight's show. And you guys be able to check out the playback pretty soon. It's been real. So, again, go to Kickstarter. Contribute to Hidden Colors 4, The Religion of White Supremacy. It's going to be hot fire, family. Y'all can hit me up on my email at info@tariqelite.com. Be sure to check out Wednesday's show. I'm going to talk about interracial warfare. It's going to be a hot show. And we're going to talk more about Hidden Colors 4. And I'm out of here, y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all Wednesday. Peace.